Kia ora, Edafano, hello and welcome. Friday night hoops here in Aotearoa, right down in the deep south. ILT Stadium, Southland tonight here in Invercargill. Cold, wet, windy. That's all outside. Inside, it's going to warm up tonight. Sky Broadband rapidly coming your way first. Sal's NBL not too far away. The Taranaki Airs are on the back end of the southern swing, and as Casey Frank joins me tonight, they take on the Sharks.
Take on the Sharks in the deep south, the second leg of the doubleheader here in round 12, and a round in which they need to make up a little bit of ground to catch the top of the ladder as we take a look at it here, Justin.
Sky Broadband Rapid League ladder, there it is. The Giants up on top, another win for them last night. Airs in third, having a good season, although they did go down to the Nuggets on Wednesday night. Well, to be corrected, they did go down to Matthew Bardsley on Wednesday night by 13 points. The Sharks, on the other hand, it's been slim pickings.
It's been a tough year for them, but they are on the up, having gotten their third win of the season, their last time out.
Yeah, they most certainly did. The Airs tonight on the road, as we said, on the southern swing down south. Let's have a look at how they will line up tonight in that lime green that we've become accustomed to in the Rapid League. Tobias Cameron, gee, he was in some sort of form on Wednesday night. Nico Hill, Jordi Hoyata, Quentin Bailey and Daron Rakawa. Plenty of experience there, Case.
And you mentioned Cameron had that 21-point game for a short time, a Rapid League record. You also mentioned the jerseys, accustomed to. I love them. They're fantastic jerseys, Justin.
I think there's a growing fan base for that lime green. Let's have a look at the team in orange tonight. Telfer Hall, Carpia, Wheeler and Cole. That's how they will line up in the Sky Broadband Rapid League as they head out and meet the coin officials. Chemist Warehouse head-to-head for this one. Some interesting stats separating these two, but the form, the last 5 games, Sharks coming in off a win, the Airs off a loss.
And the question is the new result a trend or the start of one, or is it just an aberration? We may find out tonight as the Airs slightly better scoring, around the same in terms of top scores for each team, but that last meeting tells you the story. The Airs were too good last time around by 9 points and looking to repeat that result here on the Southland Sharks home court down in ILT Stadium, Southland.
Official stats partner, Chemist Warehouse. Great to have them with us in season 2024. Just about set for a start here this evening. Brad Clive, Sasha Nicholson, Leo Shaw, our coin officials. Officially lime green up against orange. I like it.
It's bright.
I like it.
I don't know if I trust that tone of yours, Justin. I don't know if I trust that tone.
I'll tell you what I do like. I love, in fact, the ball carriers that come out to greet the officials and the players to start us off.
In for a photo, points it out. Well done. Keys get the thumbs up. Connor Cole with a big smile there. That's what I'm talking about.
Connor Cole's the hometown centre. Surely he could put a thumb up as well. Just get the thumbs up.
He had the smile going.
Okay. Well, he's going to go up in the jump here against Quentin Bailey as we're set for a start tonight in the Sky Broadband Rapid League, and an easy tap in the end, straight back to Daron Rakawa.
I always like to see how quickly the Airs get going. They can play with a lot of pace. When they impose that will on the opposition, they're in much better shape.
Straight inside, Quentin Bailey misses off the glass.
Got the shot he wanted. Cole did just enough to force him outside his comfort zone, maybe by 2 or 3 inches to make it that much more difficult to knock down.
Carpia pulls up. Can't finish.
There's that pace of the Airs. Gets an attack on the rim. Good defense coming back from Scott Telfer, getting his hands in the passing lane, putting it out of bounds with 18 on the clock for the Airs to inbound. 2
games played so far in Rapid League, round 12, winners. Nuggets over the Airs, that shot misses. And the Giants home by 4 over the Rams last night. That was a tidy game, really good one.
See the difference in pace between these two teams. The Sharks happy to walk it up, really looking for that execution in the half court as we see a foul out on the perimeter.
Jordi Hoyata, just another Airs player who loves a little bit of blonde.
You gotta love the blonde tips coming back, Justin. I think, can we get you some blonde tips, a little bleach on the way home?
I think I've been there over the years, many, many years ago.
It's a beautiful thing. You can always go back.
Those photos are gone, by the way. They've been burnt.
You're lucky they were taken before the internet.
They were real photos back then, you're right. Chance for the Sharks. Both teams still to score in this opening minute tonight. Bailey taking bodies out left, right, and center. Called for the offensive foul.
Well, I'm not sure that Connor Cole was outside the charge circle, but once Quentin Bailey gave it up on the pass, it didn't matter. It's no longer a shot. So it was pretty close beforehand, but drops it off. Either way, a little loose on the control. If you're gonna drive that hard, I'm a bigger fan of going up with the shot, go aggressive to score. Exploratory for the passes, maybe just a little bit more tepid.
Telfer pulls up mid-range. That one, front of the iron. Connor Cole battling for it.
Nice save there. Tobias Cameron. Okawa out to Hill in transition.
Just got a little bit stuck, didn't he, underneath, but draws the foul on Matariki Kapia.
Sharks doing a decent job of forcing those penetrations away from angles that can really hurt them. Those straight line drives right at the basket are being pushed off, more like a banana curl coming in, and that's taking away that scoring angle, making it much tougher for the Airs.
Hill pulls up just inside the Chemist Warehouse. Still no score in this one.
Both teams with really decent looks, but halfway through the quarter, yet to drop it through the net for the first time.
Both teams have missed their opening 3 shots. Turning the corner, that'll go down. Kapia, nice little finger roll.
Nice aggressive drive, no help on that on-ball screen, opening up that lane for the finish.
Tobias Cameron, that one in and out. He had 20 points in the Southland NBL on Wednesday night against the Nuggets. Real cameo performance off the bench. Wheeler to Cole for 3. That doesn't go down.
Sharks like those deep looks. Beautiful pass. Bailey can't get the finish. Kind of lost control there. Had it been a bit closer, Cole might have got called for a basket interference.
Kapia back to back. Look out. Sharks with the opening 4 points tonight. And Matariki is off to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Well, his aggression is being rewarded. Gets that ball in and just attacks on the drive. A little stutter step to the left, to the right. Not a ton of contact, but this is why you're aggressive as a ball handler, as a driver. You put the pressure on the officiating crew to blow that whistle. And if you can get the finish at the same time, well, that's a bonus.
Good start for the Sharks tonight, out by 5. This Airs team are ranked #1 for points scored in the Sky Broadband Rapid League, and they're still not on the board here.
Yeah, it's just some plastic wrap on that rim tonight. There's been plenty of good looks for the for Taranaki, but unfortunately haven't been able to just find the bottom of the net just yet. I'd like to see him continue to play with that pace to create those opportunities in transition.
It's actually been a little bit of a tough trick for them, this one in the Rapid League. They average 40 points a game, Case. They only had 27 against the Nuggets, and still to score here. Kapia causing a lot of problems. Ben Hall is fouled, and he'll pay a trip to the stripe.
Well, no doubt the second game of a road trip in the same round is always a little bit tougher, especially for these guys playing Rapid League. We're going to play some extended minutes in the Southland NBL as well. They've got to really get themselves going. It's cold down there, a little bit of a slow start. You're going to have a little bit of lactic acid in there from playing a couple days ago. With that said, that doesn't affect your fouling. And this is the 3rd trip to the line for the Sharks. So they just need to do a better job defending, moving those feet, keeping those hands out, and completing the play by getting that ball off the glass as well.
Cameron Quinnell has stepped onto the court for the Airs. Here he is, #5. Good to see him back in New Zealand, been plying his trade over in the States in college. Another product out of Opanake as Tobias Cameron is fouled.
Nice piece of action there. Tobias Cameron just comes on that cut, UCLA cut down the middle of the floor, and turns around and posts up. He's got excellent size at that 2-guard position. And the Sharks, I think, the matchups they have right now, probably going to struggle if he keeps looking to try and get those touches down in the deep post.
Sal's NBL will be interesting tonight, Case. I think most people would be expecting the Airs to win. Sharks nearly pulled off a huge upset last week against the Hawks.
And playing improved basketball. You know, despite the matchup between these two teams last year really falling into the favor of the Airs, it's going to be a tough track for them. 2nd game of the round, and this Sharks team is much improved since the arrival of Cooper Robb, as we've got an 8-second call on that, I believe.
Yeah, Webster under all sorts of pressure from Xavier Adam. Good work by the latter.
I love pressure up the court. Especially in this form of the game, I think you're doing your team a disservice if you're not up there trying to turn somebody, trying to get those 8-second violations, because if you don't put the effort in, you won't get results like that.
You strike me as a person who likes pressure all the time,
All the time.
Case.
Yeah.
All
Stay
the
up.
time.
Yeah, stay up.
Get into it.
Pressure bust pipes, but it makes diamonds, baby.
There we go. Wheeler, corner, 3, down it goes. Big start for the Sharkies tonight.
Andrew Wheeler would be happy to see that one go down. Has struggled with the deep shot in the Rapid League this season, but a big shot and a huge lead for the Sharks here in the first quarter.
Didn't struggle flexing his muscle last week.
Watch
Bang.
out.
Cameron, down that goes. He was caught up in a little bit of an altercation last week, Andrew Wheeler.
A little bit of a tussle. Thankfully, nobody the worse for wear.
I think he copped a fine for that, didn't
Aside from pocketbooks.
10-5. There's Wheeler again, getting busy, head down. Nowhere to go, sends it out. Webster, 3. Can't put that away, and maybe a late chance here for the Airs. Tobias Cameron. Fires from mid-court.
Is that a charge?
Well, I think it's been called.
I think the charge has been called.
Back at mid-court, we saw just the end of that off the shot. And quarter time here, the Sharks lead by 5. Good start for the home team tonight.
Yeah, we'll have to wait to see if that call comes through just based on the reaction of the guys there. That was a charge whistled on Tobias Cameron. And that'll possibly affect him as this game goes forward. And we take a look at the stats. Well, it's all Southland Sharks to begin this ball game. They played very well aggressively, finding their way to those 10 points. Sharing the basketball well and a myriad of shots. They've had 3 players hit the scoreboard. Hall, Kapia, and Wheeler all dropping buckets, led by Kapia with his 5. And for the Taranaki Airs, it is just Tobias Cameron. And if he wants to get that news around to his family in Australia, he's got a dad over there, he's got a mom. He could use this Sky Broadband fiber.
You are the king of segues.
I'm working on it. I'm always trying to work at it. $30 a month for the first 3 months. This offer is good until the end of the month, June 30th. So get in quick. T's and C's apply. You can't get better fiber than that.
Love it. You know the drill by now. 1 down tonight in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. Friday night hoops. Sal's NBL not too far away here at the Shark Tank. Got to say, I was in Nelson last night.
You loved the tunes, didn't you?
I loved it. Back to the 90s.
You were all over it.
I was waiting for a sprinkling of the 80s in there, but not to be.
It's a 30-year championship, not a 40-year championship or a 35.
A lot of people dressed up there last night. Oh, Scotty Telfer, that's nice off the glass. Of course, the Giants last night, sorry, Case, were celebrating their first championship back in 1994.
Yeah, fantastic celebration for them. Good to see the throwback unis, the throwback music.
I like the uniforms they were wearing last
very
night.
solid. They've had some winners over the years. They've gone plainer. I do appreciate when they put the giant in the eye. I think my favorite giant in the eye was Ed Book, though. Nice post move down there by Connor Cole. It was a pretty soft touch, both from deep out beyond the arc and down there in the low post as well.
Nico Hill from the corner for 3. That doesn't drop.
More activity on the glass, exactly what Taranaki needs, those second chances to make that defense bend a bit more.
Deep 2.
Wouldn't mind seeing them attack the rim with a bit more fervor.
Ben Hall had a wonderful season in this Rapid League competition, one of the best. Foul there. Connor Cole gives Bailey a nudge.
Well, really nice initial pass there by Tobias Cameron, but led him just a little bit long. Bailey was going to have real trouble to try and finish that one, but Cole didn't really have a good awareness of where he was on the court.
What did you make of the Giants-Rams Sal's NBL game last night? A thriller. The Rams getting home by 2. Their win streak moves to 11.
Well, Rams playing excellent basketball, but were really well defended yesterday evening by the Giants. I think they really locked it on defensively, and despite having not all their personnel available for both teams with the foul trouble that those teams were facing, they dug deep, nearly made that comeback come out all the way, but the Rams, such a strong team, was always going to be a tough task to come from that big of a deficit at times.
Jordan Huerta, nice basket there for the Airs, brings the margin back to 7.
Offensive rebounds has been a recipe for success for the Airs. They need a bit more of it.
Carpia again. Been a handful, hasn't he?
Very aggressive, straight line drives, really challenging defenders to guard him one-on-one, and they're losing the battle right now.
Nearly got it off Rakawa as well. Got a hand in the lane on that one. Everywhere right now, Matariki Carpia.
Good scramble defense, but on ball, that's what Rakawa likes.
Shot clock at 3. You know what he's going to do with that? A miss, but another offensive rebound. Quinnell did well. Hot pass. Adam Huerta straight on the baseline drive, trying to hand it off. And in the end, do the Sharks come up with it here?
I think that stays that way from the angle, which wasn't good, obviously, for us. It looked like it was off the Sharks. Jump ball is called, so it's going to stay with the Airs. It's tough to tell exactly who that went off on, and neither team has too much of a problem with the call, so that probably tells you they couldn't tell either.
Good to see Finn Delaney last night down at the Trafalgar Centre.
How many times has Coach Fitch asked him if he could play?
Last night alone, a few during the game.
Probably threw that question out at Isaac Fotu as well.
Absolutely. Oh, big 3. Nico Hill.
Well, I'm not sure he called but the bank is always open on a Saturday night in the NBL.
And a Friday night as well.
That's a good point.
Scotty Telford getting up, answers with 2.
He's had a couple of nice drives. Depending on that three-point shot, that's an N1 opportunity.
So crafty, isn't he? Rakawa been doing it for years. He's really settled in to this Airs team.
It was an excellent late signing.
He was a late signing, wasn't he? Through free agency, yeah.
Was looking for the right situation after being at the Hawke's Bay Hawks program for the last few years. Wasn't quite sure where he was going to end up, but what a bonus for the Airs to have a player of his caliber coming off the bench, and especially with Mitch McCarron's missed a few games with injury, some personal reasons as well when he went back to make the Hall of Fame. Here's Carpia driving again. Is he going to get to the cup one more time? He does.
Wow, what a game he's playing tonight.
And it's just all driving. Somebody's got to change that scout on him and say, hey, maybe we try and force him into the jump shot.
Short corner, Hill can't put it down. Carpia, the star of the show in this opening half tonight.
Nice slide there by Hill.
Tough shot in the end, wasn't it? For Ben Hall, but he gets back after it. Little hand in there by Quinnell.
Good effort, good initial point of attack defense by Nico Hill, moving his feet, making that a tough shot. And when Hall got it back after the good hustle, he just was a little bit rushed there. Surrounded by those lime green jerseys, surprised he didn't understand the defenders were everywhere.
Carpia 9 points tonight.
That's pretty.
Rakawa just too much experience.
Floats in, and what was a huge lead for the Sharks is suddenly very surmountable.
Telfa scoops it up against his former team.
Third drive for him. Left hand, right hand, either way, it doesn't matter. It's butter.
Both teams still have their player timeout. Adam, 2 feet in the paint. Send it out to Hill. Just floats it up and in. Athletic stuff.
That's a display of touch there. Off the bounce. Defender around, but just a 1 foot right hand runner drops it.
Telfa used the time here. Into Cole, off the glass for 2.
Time for a timeout. They don't use it.
Oh, they take it just before, I think. I thought Tobias Cameron got that away in time.
I'm not sure. Well, I think they might give him about a half a second here. Daron Rakawa, don't think realized the time situation. And of course, with the player timeout, the player has to be in possession of the ball.
Got to be in possession, yep.
So a couple of Airs were trying to make that whistle or the timeout, but they didn't have possession until Cameron caught it.
1 second, there you go. That's the reset.
Plenty of time to get something good going. We've had a good discussion about it. Let's see, are they going to go with a pop and a shot? We'll see if they can't get something at the rim.
I'm going give and go. Rakawa, is 1 second enough for that?
Definitely not. Whoever catches it has to get the shot up themselves. No time for another pass afterwards.
Here we go. Oh, pass in is very, very good from Daron. He thought it was right on the spot. Nico Hill had to stretch in the end, and that is it. Half-time. Sky Broadband Rapid League tonight. 8-point game. Sharks with the lead. Sal's NBL not too far away. Friday night hoops. Hope you're enjoying it. Sharkies out by 8.
I like the set that they ran at the end of the play there. I think Nico Hill just mistimed the jump a little bit. Daron Arakawa, I think, put a little bit of mustard on that hot dog, trying to get there before the defense. As we take a look at the stats, Kapia have been fantastic. 9 points at halftime. Backed up ably by Scott Telfers at his buckets on 3 layups. Tobias Cameron, Nico Hill leading the way with 5 apiece thanks to their prowess from deep on the rebounds. You see pretty even. Connor Cole leading the way, starting center for the Sharks, and Tobias Cameron doing the work on the glass as well. Moving on to the assists. You see a fair contingent of players, a lot of unselfishness out there between everybody, making sure teams all team members get involved, and just the 1 block for Quinnell here in the first half.
It's a good block as well. No
0
steals. No, not so far.
Steal that category right out of here.
Big weekend coming up in the Sal's NBL. Doubleheader on Saturday. Tomorrow, Rams and the Jets. Tomorrow afternoon. Fun fact, the Jets have defeated the Rams on their home court in Christchurch the last 2 seasons.
That is a fun fact, not for Rams fans. They might be able to make themselves feel a little bit better with some comfort food, like a large buffalo chicken pizza. Use that QR code or the online code Sal's Basketball and get your dinner sorted tonight. Like a little bit of spice.
Easy one to remember. That code, the large buffalo. Get into it on a Friday night. Hawks and the Giants tomorrow night, Case. Now that is an important game in the Sal's NBL.
That's the one I was most interested in coming into the round. It's quite possible the loser of that one may be out of the race for the final 6. The Hawks stole one on the home court of the Giants a couple weeks ago. The Giants had a decent lead, but 29 points from Jordan Matai. And a really powerful fourth quarter stole that win. And now there's a 3-way seesaw and a 4-way battle for teams trying to grab that 6th and final position.
I think the Giants have got to win 4 of their last 5. They have got games against the Hawks, of course, tomorrow. They also play the Jets, the Sharks, and the Nuggets on their road home, so they've got a chance. Oh, what a game he's having tonight.
Man, he is something in the water because he is feeling it. I've not seen him this aggressive this season and finishing very well at the same time.
He's got 11. Foul underneath there. Quinnell will go to the Chemist Warehouse. Cole just shakes his head.
I love the exploratory dribble there from Daron Arakawa. Just getting in, drawing multiple defenders, has his pick of places to drop it off. And Quinnell's the recipient. Can't get the finish. A little bit of contact by Cole from behind, so a chance to cut it to an 8-point ball game with a couple of makes from the Chemist Warehouse strike.
Some fun coming up on Sunday, round 12 in the Sal's NBL. Tuatara up against the Phi. Miles will be joining you for that one, Case. I'm heading down to Wellington. Miles Pearce joining me for the Saints and the Bulls. That'll have some spice.
That is going to be an interesting game. Been a bit of talk.
Saints still making some moves?
You never know. Saints never stop. They've been playing pretty decent basketball, but with that Hiram Harris injury, there's a lot of question marks about whether or not he's going to be able to return.
I'm gathering from your response, there's been no public announcements today.
If it's public, I'd be talking about
Stay
it.
tuned. Stay tuned. Rakawa.
Oh, beautiful dime. Telfer reads it well there. It's the only place the help could come from as we see big Cal McRae warming up on the bike.
Jeez, that seat's up nice and high, isn't it?
Let's hope so. I don't know if that's the children's level seats. Kids are gonna have to get another bike to ride.
I wouldn't be able to touch the pedals. I'll give you the tip right now. There's Cameron just swinging back. What a spin move.
Twister-like. Well, that speed demon of a spin move brought him to the middle. And that's going to go the other way.
No doubt. Connor Cole calling a flop on that. I don't think so, Connor.
Well, he just got baited into that one. Got beaten the post on one end, comes down the other end, and Tobias Cameron sets himself up for it to take that into the chest. Cole expected a higher level of pushback because that's what Cameron's been doing the entirety of the game. But the game within the game realizes itself there.
We're at 6.
Back to the post, Cameron right on Telfer.
And he's just taking the game between his teeth right now, Tobias Cameron.
Well, like at its basis level, basketball is about I can get to my spot and I'm going to score. If you can't keep me from getting to that spot, I'm going to score all night. And I think I saw a great example of that last night with Lackey Olbrich, where he was continually attacking the Giants defense until he was comfortable. That looked like a foul to me. He didn't have his landing space. But Tobias Cameron is doing a little bit of the same now, trying to get to that low post against guards he doesn't think can cover him.
He's the star of the show tonight. Carpia, 11 points for him. Telfer inside. Defensive
intensity has picked up a bit.
Nice pass, Cole, to the slashing Ben Hall.
Just rushed there, had to take his time.
Rakawa left it short in the end. He thought there was contact. Sharks are going to get possession here. Can I ask you about Matthew Barnsley? What did you make of his Sky Broadband Rapid League game on Wednesday night?
He put the games together, had dropped a 39 piece in 2 games, but 25 of those came in the Rapid League. I've always been a big fan of his game, but one thing that I think a lot of players in today's modern game are missing out is how many points you can score by cutting, by moving, by attacking the basket. You don't have to rely on the 3-point shot all the time.
And he's a bit of a master of it, isn't he?
He just moves so well. He really knows how to find space and get into cracks that other players can't. Hence the moniker, the slippery eel. But fantastic to see him playing really well and getting a little recognition for his efforts.
I think we're all big fans of the slippery eel. Cameron Quinnell scores at one end for the Airs. They turn it over here.
Remember that big lead the Sharks had? It is evaporated. It is dropped down quicker than the temperatures outside in Invercargill.
Oh, nice.
Down to 4. The question is, can they find a little rhythm on the offensive end? The Airs looking much more comfortable here in the second half.
It's a bit chilly tonight. Rakawa for 3. Great off the hand, Daron.
Connor Cole in drops there. So worried about the penetrating ability, but Rakawa loves a step back. And you can see why with results like that.
Back to 1.
They're switching everything.
Everybody leaves Scotty Telfer alone.
There's a miscommunication in the switch. Both players went with the dive man, and even the shooter who didn't hit it.
I was about to say, I'll be staggered if Rakawa's not putting that shot up, and he does. Back-to-back triples.
First lead of the ball game for the Airs.
The master blaster himself, Daron Rakawa, on fire tonight.
Carpia needs to get himself involved in the drives again, but those lanes have shrunk.
Hall, ball on the floor through traffic, does very well, Ben Hall.
Might have been Huerta getting a piece of that before it went up, but still able to get it up off the glass in the finish. Ben Hall just a little bit rushed on that previous cut where he got that lob, tried to put it up and one. A bit more patient on this drive. Took the contact, the hoop, the harm, and a chance for 3 from the Chemist Warehouse stripe upcoming.
Well, he's their top scorer, Casey, and that's his first field goal tonight. He's already hit a couple from the Chemist Warehouse. Has the bonus here. That goes down. 5 points for him. And the Sharks retake the lead.
Going for the 2-for-1.
Can't finish it.
Woo.
Neither can Bailey. Huerta had it and lost it. Hall back the other way. He can't finish either.
And now we're going to go for the final shot. Nice 2-for-1. Ayers got a couple of attempts. Ben Hall, never blame you for going for the shot there when you have a layup, but that's one you have to make. Now giving the Ayers the opportunity for the last shot of the quarter and the chance to take the lead.
Sharks coming off a rare win last week, took down the Hawks in the Rapid League. Ayers with a loss to the Nuggets on Wednesday night. Hill can't convert, and that'll do us with a quarter to play. All of a sudden, it is tightening up here at ILT Stadium, Southland tonight. Sharks lead it by 1. 4 minutes of play left in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. Let's have a look at some Chemist Warehouse stats.
Yeah, what a quarter for Taranaki there. Their highest scoring quarter of the game, dropping 12 points after just 11 and 5 in the first 2 quarters. And the opposite is true for the Sharks, 10 and 14 in the first half, but just 5 in that quarter. And that 7-point discrepancy has brought the Airs right back to the precipice of the lead in this ball game, despite shooting just 30% from the field. Actually a tad under that, 28% now, and the Sharks under 50 themselves, but up at 46. And they're 52% from inside the arc. The Airs doing most of their damage from beyond it. They're 4 for 13 at 30% compared to the Southland Sharks, just 1 for 5 at 20. Those leading scorers, Daron Arakawa now up to 10 points, leading the way for the Airs, and Matariki Kapea with 11 points for the Sharks. The only players in double figures for the two teams.
Going to be some big changes over the next few weeks in the Rapid League and also the Sal's NBL. Of course, the Tall Blacks are about to head overseas. They'll be missing for the next 3 rounds at least. If they do happen to make it through those very tough Olympic qualifiers, we won't see those players again this season.
They'll be focused on one job, and it's going to make it very difficult on a few teams. And the Tuatara in particular. They're going to find it hard without 3 starters, but anytime you're losing the starters, we see the bomb dropped.
Cam Cornell. Wow.
Showing the range. But anytime you lose any kind of starter or rotation guy, you lose a Tall Black, it is really going to affect your team. And that problem intensifies and exponentially with more than one.
Yeah, Tuatara have 3 players missing. Block over the back from Cornell. He's getting amongst it, isn't he? The young man.
Putting it together.
He won a secondary school national single A title in 2022, Case, and he was the tournament MVP, and in the grand final, 34 points and 17 rebounds for the young man.
Well researched as Bailey gets his hand on it. And Connor Cole complains about the contact.
It's not a bad day out, 34 and 17.
Not bad. It's a decent one.
You would have done that a few times over your career.
Don't know.
Just say yes. Just say yes.
A couple here and there, here and there.
Turnover there for the Sharks. Not what they needed. 3:28 to play. Nail biter tonight in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. Crowd filing in. Sal's NBL not too far away. Must say, Trafalgar Centre last night, the Giants Rapid League game had a massive crowd.
It's last chance to see a couple of those guys before they're off to the under 18 Worlds.
Drawing the foul, Quentin Bailey. Of course, James Matthews and Hayden Jones you're talking about.
Local stalwarts for Nelson on the high school front. Going off to represent New Zealand once again.
Local stalwarts at what, 16?
Yeah, they're still stalwarts.
17?
They've been there for a while. Getting it done for Nelson.
Got a lot of fans, haven't they? A lot of kids there last night, and Hayden Jones is a rising star. There's no doubt about that. They've got a few in that team.
Certainly do. Bailey off to the line, misses the first, makes the second, so now a 3-point lead. Let's see which way the Sharks go with this one. With 3 minutes left in the ball game, do they start chasing triples or they keep attacking the rim?
Xavier Adams got the job on this man, and this man is winning that battle.
Just opening the hips too much, giving him these really wide open lanes, and he's got a nice burst off that initial push, which is getting him that advantage to the cup.
Kapia 13 now. Arakawa just holds control. Firing away, up high, back of the iron. Cameron can't complete. Ben Hall, I like it when he's on the move, but Adam was smart enough to knock it out from behind, and now Tobias Cameron draws contact. He heads back to the stripe.
A really aggressive drive. You see the level of contact from Cole hitting there. Cole pretty adamant that he wasn't moving. Looked to me like he was shuffling a bit. He wasn't quite straight on to take that charge. The contact certainly created by Tobias Cameron, but that doesn't make it illegal on his part if the defender's not in that legal guarding position.
All right, I'm putting the vote out there tonight. The Airs Rapid League team, season 2025, lime green, yes or no? You bringing it back?
Well, if I was in charge, the only problem I have with the lime green is we got 2 green teams. And when the Jets and the Airs play each other, there's a bit of a clash. So somebody's got to swap it out, because that game isn't the easiest.
Yeah, fair call. It's your choice. It's
very different shades.
It's your choice, by the way. You got the job. You're the designer for season 2025. The New Balance designer. There you go.
Those jerseys will fly off the rack.
Telfer, pass inside. Good. Cole did well there. Held onto it under pressure.
Good recognition of the switch. Took him down and kept Cornell on his back. Finishes with the left to keep it at a 1-point deficit. Airs need to respond.
Couple minutes to play tonight. this one to go down to the wire.
Oh, America's play just shut the door on him. Good hustle by Wheeler, but getting too aggressive. This is going to be a foul or a layup.
Rakawa step through. Does very well, doesn't he?
You can see it developing. Just too aggressive by Andrew Wheeler. As a veteran player, giving up a little bit of speed. You want to stay aggressive, but you have to box him out and corner him into an angle. And he gave up both directions. Rakawa could have gone left or right. And with his speed, he was able to find the cup on the finish.
Last time we saw Daron on this court, Casey, was at the 3x3 Cup last year, of course, and he put together some big games in that competition.
He's got that ability, no doubt about it.
Margin at 3. Hill driving the basket. Cameron there to clean it up. Look out, the Airs have made their move.
Big 5-point lead now. Southland needs to pick up the intensity and the pace with which they're playing.
A lot of contact there.
I think Cameron's lucky not to get a flop call on that one. It certainly accentuated that one a wee bit.
Rakawa looking for the nail in the coffin, gets it back. A lot of room here. He loves these situations. They get it back. Bailey. Rakawa knows the clock, settles it.
Second chance opportunities have been crushing the Sharks here in the second half.
Away he goes again. This one, front of the iron.
Gotta hit quickly. Look for a 2.
Is there a little bit of a push there? There was. Rakawa not complaining. He knew straight away.
I think there's certainly a little bit of a self-recall at the same time as what Jerome's dropping to Connor.
A little bit of chat.
But not yet in the bonus, just the first foul in the quarter for the Airs. In that respect, an excellent foul. Mismatch down low.
NZNBL still to come tonight. Big match up, the Sharks and the Airs. The Airs on the road, Southern swing. They've already taken down the Nuggets. There's a foul here. It's an offensive foul.
Yeah, just a bit of movement on that screen, catching Nico Hill. Ward in the ribs. Going the other way, and that'll just be all she wrote unless the Sharks can force a turnover. The pressure is up, but there has to be consistent pressure. I'd like to see a double quickly and cut off that angle on the back pass, but they don't go for that.
You know, the Airs are building up quite a fan base in Australia. We hope you're all well over there watching tonight.
Wheeler asking for the double, but at a tough angle, so it opens the lane for the Airs.
Move the ball through hands. This man looking to finish. Rakawa can't get the drop. Late chance here for the Sharks. Telfer, no. Hand coming through. That's going to count.
Oh, my.
Don't know about that. Nico Hill.
I thought he blocked it cleanly.
Absolutely.
Just a fingertip to it, but I certainly didn't think it was on the way up. That opens the door ever so slightly for the Sharks now.
Geez, Nico Hill incensed as well.
I didn't see any basket interference. So I didn't think he hit the net or the rim or the backboard. Could be wrong, but for the most part, it looked like a clean effort. Sharks need to do something.
Airs should get it from here. Both teams still have their player timeout. They settle it now.
Great keep away, but Rakawa wants the free throws.
He's not the man you want to give them to either.
He could have gone for an extra pass there and maybe stretch another 3-4 seconds, but Tyrone says, you know what, I need to head off to the Chemist Warehouse.
He's just a lazy 85% from the stripe in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. Brad Clive, the only man that Darone's taller than tonight.
I'll tell you what, Tyrone having chats about the officiating right now. I'd save all my chats for the NZNBL. I wouldn't want to use up any in the Rapid League. Especially somebody who likes a chin wag as much as Daron.
Yeah, Daron doesn't mind a bit of a chat. There's a few of those pesky guards around the league. Player timeout call for the Sharks. A little bit rudimentary unless they can come up with something magical in the next 8.3. Not beyond them.
Well, both teams just about right on their season averages. Actually, the Southland a little bit above. They're already a three-pointer above where they normally are. Taranaki coming in, averaging about 39, so
39.7 the Airs.
right where you would expect them to be in Southland's 31.7.
Sharks 35.1.
Right on the averages. Exactly how it was meant to play out.
think Cameron looks like he's just meditating there on the bench, just nice and relaxed.
We've got to move faster than this.
Down to 4, down to 3. Don't worry about the win. They just want to get one shot up to finish it off. So they certainly didn't take the opportunity. The Airs get the win by 5. And they improve their position amongst the top 3 on the Sky Broadband Rapid League ladder. And they split the double down south. A loss to the Nuggets in the Rapid League, a win tonight against the Sharks. Chemist Warehouse stats, what are they telling us, Case?
Well, we'll take a look as they come on board, but I will tell you that the Airs were able to creep up to 31% shooting overall, but importantly, 33% from deep, where they made 7 out of 21 threes. As we take a look at the leading scorers, Tobias Cameron joins Tyrone Arakawa in double figures, 14 and 11 respectively, and Matariki Kapia, 13 points for the Sharks wasn't enough for them to keep pace on the rebound front. A 2-rebound advantage for the Airs overall, 22-20, but in the individual game, Connor Cole led the way with 6. A nice job down low. Ben Hull backing him up nicely in the combo of Bailey and Cameron controlling the glass for the Airs. On the assist front, 7 total assists for the Airs, and they were well distributed between a multitude of players. Rokawa and Quinnell 2 apiece. 3 blocks for Quinnell.
He was good tonight.
Affecting things right off the bat. And there you see a couple of steals, 0 in the first half. Just enough to get on the board for 2 players there in the second.
So first one down tonight here at ILT Stadium, Southland. The Airs in the Sky Broadband Rapid League have defeated the Sharks by 5. And coming up next, Friday night hoops in the Cells NBL. Settle in, stick with us. On the other side of the break, some of the best highlights so far in season 2024, and then we're straight back here to Invercargill for the Sharks and the Airs. Cells NBL. We'll see you soon.
And in the Southland scheme, just over give us all sorts of goods as well from Lenovo, their partner in crime. So good chance to Lenovo and Focus Studios. All you need to do is take a photo of the Shark Tank. Get a good one of the court with that Focus Technology logo looking at the and the middle of the Shark Tank. Get a photo and upload it to your Instagram or Facebook story. Tag in the Southland Sharks and Focus Technology, and we'll put you into the draw at 3-quarter time, and that's some winners during the fourth quarter as well for some good to Focus Technology and Lenovo. Really,
Basketball is a movie, and every game is a blockbuster. E for excitement, entertainment, energy, and epic. Cells NBL 2024 is rated E. Back to the moon. Watch out, 'cause I'm in my zone. And I don't care what you think you got.
Kia ora everyone, hello and welcome to the Deep South tonight. ILT Stadium, Southland here in Invercargill. Cold and chilly and windy and rainy outside, but it's about to heat up tonight. Friday night hoops in the Cells NBL. The Sharks up against the Airs. Hope you're all well. Justin Nelson with you, sitting right alongside me. Casey Frank, looking forward to this one. The Airs on the southern swing. They've won one. Can they win two?
It's always a little bit warmer if you can get the dubs down south. And thanks for welcoming, Justin. Glad to be here. Excited about today's matchup to see if the Sharks can't dig deep and find themselves a way out and get that shark win, or that shock win for the Sharks, as you can see on the mixandpick.com poll.
There's the poll, there's the QR code. We've officially changed the language, have we? A Sharks shock win.
Can't be that shocking to 13% of respondents out there. I feel like they got a bit of orange in their blood, though, with the majority of fans at home thinking that 1 to 22 range.
Where are you at?
I'm leaning on that 23 plus.
You're in the 18.
I think right now I'm going to go 23 plus, yeah.
Have some fun with that. Cells Pizza's up for grabs. Of course, we'll have our MVP poll later on tonight as well. We love hearing from you, the fans. Let's have a look at the Cells NBL ladder, Casey. A couple of games down already in round 12. The Rams with a thrilling win by 2 against the Giants last night. The Airs, of course, on Wednesday took down the Nuggets by 13. Rams 11 straight wins. Airs in 4th, a chance to improve tonight. The Sharks anchored at the moment, along with the Jets.
Well, 2 hands for each team on that wooden spoon, but both trying to shake it as best they can. Looks like a two-way battle for the top bottom. But at the top, the Airs not out of the race for a top 2 spot, even the top spot. Only 2 wins behind the Rams. Still have them to play yet again. If they can catch a little bit of form coming into this stretch run, you could see a little bit of movement, of turbulence at the top of the ladder. And that's what the Airs are hoping for.
Close battle, isn't it? Sharks and the Jets actually play each other in a few weeks. Here's what's still to come in round 12. Rams and the Jets tomorrow afternoon. That'll be a beauty, and I say that because the Jets have actually beaten the Rams in Christchurch in both of the last 2 seasons, believe it or not.
That's a big win for the Jets. Might be a little bit of a tougher task this time around. Last year's was early in the season. I remember beyond Danny Pippen, but I love that Jets-Hawks game. That is going to be a very exciting one tomorrow night. The loser of that one might be on the outside looking in when it comes to the final 6.
No disrespect to the Fire or the Nuggets. The winner of that game tomorrow night, is that your 6th place team?
Not just yet.
Too early?
Not just yet, but I do think the loser might find themselves on the outs.
Good call. Tuatara and the Fire. Sunday afternoon. Mull's joining you for that one. I'm heading to Wellington Sunday night. Miles Pearce meeting me down there for the Saints and the Bulls.
That's going to be an exciting matchup. The Bulls still looking for that win against a full-strength team that's above them on the ladder. Had an early season win against the Rams, but since then have not been able to beat any of those teams that are placed 1 through 4 right now.
Let's have a look at the Airs starters tonight. Mitch McCarron, Flynn Cameron, Elijah Minnie, Carlin Davison, the young superstar, and Sam Froling, who's coming off his quietest game of the season.
Yeah, the first time this year he's been in single digits. For Carlin Davidson, the last time he was in single digits was against the Southland Sharks. Since then, 5 straight games in double figures. Elijah Minnie has been improved as of late, and McCarron, Cameron, steady hands in the backcourt. I think one of them might explode tonight.
Sam McKinnon, the coach. Let's go and have a chat with the Australian now.
Well, Sam, welcome to Invercargill. Talk us through how the sides bounce back from the Otago head out.
Yeah, like it's pretty cold and fresh in that stadium. First time there, but yeah, really good game against them. Like they've been a bit up and down, injuries. They had a few changes on game day, but just our commitment to defence, trying to work on the things that we're trying to get better in preparation for finals. We're pretty solid at that, and we're able to sort of keep them at bay and finish the game off strongly. So yeah, looking forward to getting back and playing 2 days later.
And it's an interesting prospect. The Sharks here tonight, I mean, they're a different side to the one you played earlier in the season. I think that's probably fair to say.
Yeah, with Rob coming in as the point guard and putting Ashby to the 2. Callum McRae's a quality big. Still got some pieces there with Inga and Telfer, so we have to respect them and I guess do a job on their key players, and I guess over 40 minutes just sort of wear them down. But yeah, like, the guys had a tough year, the club's had a tough year, so but we're trying to, I guess, build towards finals.
Wish you well for it, mate. Good luck tonight.
Cheers, thank you.
Always appreciate when a coach talks about another team having a tough year, and what we're trying to do is actually make it a little bit tougher.
You know what I do appreciate? An Aussie who visits Dunedin for the first time and complains about how cold it is.
Welcome to basketball in New Zealand, mate.
Let's have a look at the Sharks starters tonight. The team in orange on their home floor: Asprey, Inga, Burton, Rob and McRae. Now, there's been some more news for the Sharks during the week. Markale Lotz has gone home.
Yeah, it's going to affect their stoutness and their strength inside, but it might lift their form. Braden Inga has been playing fantastically of late. A few more minutes for him at that 4 spot. And I do like this lineup. This is a very different lineup than has lost the majority of the games. With Cooper Robb in there, they can facilitate through McRae. They are going to sneak up on some teams. I don't know if tonight's the night, but they still have that ability.
Battle of the Aussie coaches on the sidelines tonight. Let's go and have a chat with Guy Malloy.
Well, Guy, another night in the Shark Tank. You got this run of home games. You'll be wanting to get one tonight, are you?
Yeah, close last week. Great to get the home games. No travel for a while, which is good. So, yeah, again, we've been training really well and playing a very good team tonight, but keeping the focus on ourselves. Hopefully we play well.
Wins still not quite coming though, are they? I know the process going well, and obviously it's a different team to what we saw at the start of the year. What's the difference to try and get across the hump and one tonight?
Yeah, I think every interview I've talked about turning the ball over or not turning the ball over, so that remains a bit of a bugbear. I think if we just value the basketball, and it just obviously makes such a difference in every area, but that's probably the main one, I think, and that's the focus of tonight again.
All right, good luck for it, mate. All the best.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Sharks went down by 1 last week against the Hawks.
And value the basketball. You know what that means, Justin? Treat it like gold. It doesn't mean, oh, make some good passes. That means every time it's in your hands, you know where that ball's going. You're definitive with your actions. No accidental things. If you take a look at the head-to-head leading scorers, Sam Froling, as we mentioned, coming off a single-digit performance last night, just 4 points. Look for him to bounce back heavily. Zoe Burton has been playing well the last few weeks, especially really finding that range from deep. The Airs will have to be aware of him on court at all times. Cooper Robb has been a revelation for this team at the point guard for the Sharks. I think he can lift those 5 assists if his teammates can make some shots. McCarron always looking to facilitate, but you look at some big differences there. Points and the paint, the Airs dominant down low this season, and you can see why when you see that field goal percentage. They take great shots, and they make sure they go through the net.
So Burton hitting 3 triples a game this season at 45%. All of the stats, of course, with thanks to our friends at the Chemist Warehouse. There's the head-to-head for this one. Sharks and the Airs, Friday night hoops in the NZNBL. Not too far away from a start here as the two teams step onto the floor. Look out.
Couple of mascots.
Couple of Sharks in town tonight. I don't mind them, actually.
The bubbly.
Your kids would like them.
They would. I mean, they'd probably attack the mascots, but they wouldn't mind. Hopefully they wouldn't steal the Shark costumes off of them.
Good to see the fans dressing up for this one tonight. Team Orange against Team Black. Coin officials, Sharon Martin, Brad Clive and Sasha Nicholson with the whistles this evening. Sam Froling there on screen. 4 points, 3 rebounds last night. On Wednesday night against the Nuggets. Only put up 3 shots.
Yeah, had a bit of foul trouble. Didn't see a lot of time on court. That did not affect the Airs' ability to win the game. They still played fantastically. Came away with a big win in the end. But it's going to be a little different tonight. Cal McRae, if he's not going up against Sam Froling, this Airs lineup gets pretty small pretty quickly.
Love our ball carriers. Moulton is now in the hands of Sharon Martin. And there's the poll. Who's going to win tonight? That margin going up all the time. We're underway. Froling knocks it down to McCarron. McCarron a double-double against the Nuggets. 10 assists for him. He is actually leading the league in dimes at 7.7. And he might get the opening shot here tonight. Leaves it short. Draws the foul, though.
Oh, the late whistle. Caleb Asbury little bit surprised. Thought he had played decent. Dean, on that initial look, I thought it was pretty decent. Just looked like McCarron short-armed it, but I did not have a great angle. Asbury,
I think he agrees with you.
questioning the call, as all players do at all times.
It's been happening a lot this season, just quietly.
This season, since the beginning of time.
Mitch McCarron, first one away tonight from the Chemist Warehouse. Second one, looks good, is good. So the air's off to a good start.
A little bit of pressure up the court from Taranaki. They want to speed this Sharks team up. Southland more comfortable in the half court than they are pushing the pace.
How important the matchup tonight, Robin McCarron?
Probably the most important matchup, but this one right here might be the second most important between McRae and Froling. A quick spin by McRae to his preferred left hand for that finish.
Good crowd here tonight at the Shark Tank as well. Nice atmosphere, making some noise. Froling trying to get busy early, back the other way. He can't score. McRae comes up with it. Here comes Cooper Robb.
Good gang rebound there. Multiple orange jerseys coming to grab it.
Asbury for three, short on the iron.
Nice rebound by McCarron, getting out of his cylinder to retrieve that one.
Of course, joining the New Zealand Breakers in the Aussie NBL season, Mitch McCarron is Froling. This time gets it to go.
That's tough. Two lefties coming at each other. Both are accustomed to playing those right-handers, but Froling with that rip baseline back to the left hand for a fadeaway hook shot.
McCarron goes to Cooper Robb now.
Look at the high step.
Does well. It's a big Cal McRae. Drops it down for two. Bonus coming up from the Chemist Warehouse. Well done, Sharks.
Cooper Robb with the fancy footwork. Dazzling the defense at the same time as he's dazzling the fans, and drops off the end one assist. Take a look at Robb coming off this on ball. Little shuffle here. Whoop. Little shuffle, freezes everybody, gets it to McRae. With a soft touch, hangs on the rim. The finish, the three-point play, unconverted.
Well, we had the microphones a couple of weeks ago, Sharks and the Bulls, and Cooper Robb was outstanding in that game. Froling through another two.
Rob's a very good player. I think their Sharks season looks very different if they had him from the start, but another guy was, I think, playing in overseas, obviously, so couldn't get over here on time.
McCarron did well there to knock it away from Rob Davison. Oh, what about the pass to Minnie? No whistle there.
Well, Minnie's pass aggressive to Davison, but you can be aggressive when an athlete like Carlin Davidson's on the receiving end. He saves the ball and gets it back to Minnie. Good hands by the Sharks to make it a half-court possession.
Froling getting to work again, up and in. He's all of a sudden in some form tonight.
I love to see that from a player who's bouncing back from a bad game. Not going to that jump shot, but he's saying, I'm going to create my own luck. I'm going to attack McRae. I'm going to take away his shot blocking ability, and I'm going to get myself on the board early.
He's got 6. Robb underneath, sends it out looking for Asbury. Davison chips in with the steal.
Davison's reading the passing lane so well lately. His anticipation has grown leaps and bounds this offseason.
His steal numbers over the years are actually very high, Carlin Davison.
And he just gets better on that end of the game, of the court. The anticipation always impressive.
Davison spins around McRae, drops it down. First points for the 20-year-old tonight.
That is good footwork, going away from his preferred area to that left side. Still has the balance to get the finish against the bigger defender.
Asbury down to Inga. Sharks will be hoping for a big game tonight. Inga, Davison, that's the matchup. I think Davison actually got a finger on that.
Yeah, great defense. Get Froling on the break.
Another 2 for him. Big start tonight for Sam Froling. Wipe Wednesday night away. Forget about it, because he has come out and started on fire. He's up to 10.
I think it's 8. I think it's 8 now on that one. So on that last finish there, but a 10 would have been impressive as well. 8, nearly as much. Fantastically done. And I mentioned a couple possessions ago, I like to see that kind of mindset from a guy who's bouncing back. You don't want to settle for jump shots. You want to be on the rim, and he has been on the rim play after play in the early goings of this one. So you see some Taranaki fans have made the trip behind the bench.
That's impressive.
That's a Daron Orokawa fan club there.
That's a big trip too.
You got D's buckets. Go D's airs.
Chemist Warehouse, official stats partner of the Salsa NBL. The stats early in this one going the way of the Stillformers. Taranaki Airs, hot start tonight. Love what Sam Froling has come out and done. There's the Airs fans in town. Great to see you. Nice little wave there.
Pretty sure that that's Daron's partner. Pretty sure.
That's okay. She can paint signs as well.
Yeah, you're very right. But it's like stock in the fish tank.
Early timeout for the Sharks. Speaking of tanks, Shark Tank here tonight. Down by 8 early. Where would we be on a Friday night without Casey Frank calling the Sal's NBL? Here we go, good pass inside, Inga on the spin.
A nice flash there by Inger, but I just love what Cal McRae does with the ball in hand. He's become a really good passer, an excellent facilitator out of that high post, especially for the Sharks.
In and around, a couple of screens, McCarron, Froling, long way for home. Everyone just clears out, lets the big boys go to work. Froling, another 2.
And you just got to be aware that Froling really wants to get back to that left hand. If you've got him finished from the right, you've done a win. But instead, he comes back to that left. He gave that little fake to get back to that area. And another finish.
Now he's up to 10 in 3.5 minutes. Good defense there on Rob Burton.
Oh my.
Just had it knocked away there. He thought he was foul.
Yeah, I think that probably got more armed than it did basketball as the friends in the box excitedly avoiding the basketball, and thankfully it avoided the drinks as well.
Hot seats, aren't they?
Hot seats on a cold night.
I was sitting in a similar position down in Nelson last night. Did you see the
Humble brag.
Did you see the Dan Greeter block last night?
Impressive all around.
Cameron about to head away with the Tall Blacks, of course. Flynn Cameron.
Lucky not to get the finish there. Did all the work to get to the cup. Mismatch down low. What does McRae do with it?
Gets it now. Swings it out. Hand in the lane there from Minnie.
When you have that mismatch, until that double comes, I'd like to see McRae take a couple of dribbles in and draw another defender from somewhere. Ayers did a nice job there of saying, okay, we'll leave Mitch until he needs help. Doesn't need it yet, and that's why Minnie was able to get his hand in that passing lane. Now with just 9 seconds on the clock, the Sharks have to move quickly.
Asbury to bring it in. Telfer into the action. Here's Rob. McCarron right there with him. Looking for Burton coming off the wing screen there. That doesn't go down on the buzzer. And the Ayers settle. The Cameron brothers on the floor. Froling double down low. Tobias swings it out. McCarron on Asbury. Late pass. Davison the intended target.
Nice job defensively by the Sharks, rotating well, attached to it, they're on a string, but just 8 seconds on the shot clock for the Ayers to get something to happen.
Cameron to Cameron, and the brothers explode yet again.
Did not need 8 seconds. Initial pass, he cannot get beat on that first pass on the baseline out of bounds, otherwise it'll be an open look like that.
Seen Tobias and Flynn team up a number of times this season. So much fun to watch. Cooper Robb, Inga, corner. Asbury had a long look as Froling approached him.
He's pretty lucky to get that foul. You got to shoot that shot in the corner. That's the shot you're working for. You stretch the defense. That's excellent spacing out there on that catch. Asbury is a solid enough shooter that he should have confidence in that one. Even with Sam Froling closing out on you. Take another look at it. The pass goes there. The swing around. Look at the space he had. Instead he attacks, gets that foul there on Cameron. And if he had not gotten that whistle, he would have been in a tough position to score.
Shoots this one. 12.5 points a game, Caleb Asbury. Mid-season inclusion. Underneath, Tobias Cameron can't get it to go. Had a 20-point game against the Nuggets.
Excellent save by Cooper Robb there after Cameron's hustle.
Sharks need this. Gee, it wasn't the best of shots from Telfer.
Did not come off the hand as cleanly as he had hoped. The mismatch in the post now. Froling back to work.
And they're doubling him, which means there's available Ayers players everywhere. Bailey, though, turns it over.
Ayers just being a little too unselfish now. I'd like to see a bit more aggression out there.
Sharks down by 11. Telfer, corner, usually pretty hot from there. Not on this occasion. Inga comes up with it. Was there a travel?
And whistle? Oh, travel up high. Yeah, travel is called. I actually thought he was still under control there after that bump, but doesn't get the benefit of the doubt. So we'll go the other way. And the Airs looking to triple up the Sharks early in this ball game if they get a bucket here.
Sam Froling will start early. If you've just joined us, 10 points, 3 rebounds for the big Australian centre. Rakawa hit a couple of big threes in the Sky Broadband Rapid League earlier tonight. The Airs got the win there.
A lot of time for Froling to go to work. Nice double to make it a bit tougher.
Flynn Cameron got to get busy. 2 on the shot clock from the corner. Flynn Cameron.
Created some excellent space. That step back. Dribble down to the corner. Enabling him to get that shot off. And now a 14-point lead early.
It's opened right up, hasn't it? Sharks have got to come up with something here. Ben Hall. Inga. Corner. No. Look out. Flynn Cameron on the run. Tobias Cameron was being manhandled down the court by Braden Inga.
Ambitious pass by Flynn Cameron there. But Inga and Tobias Cameron all locked up, so the whistle comes. And they're saying 2 shots on that. I'm a bit surprised.
Wow.
I did not see the ability to get a shot off in that play. The lob goes up, yes, but he never has it cleanly. So it's, I think, unfortunate there for the Sharks, but the Airs creating their own luck with the hustle.
Jeez, he landed perfectly in the camera tripod there as well. Didn't knock the camera at all.
Tripod would have been definitely the worse off had that gone a couple inches to the right.
What did you make of his game against the Nuggets on Wednesday night? Tobias Cameron off the bench, 20 points.
I really appreciate the aggression with which he's playing. You know, was a rookie last season, came late in the year for them and showed a little bit what he could do, but he's been a great leader from afar.
It's in good form.
Seeing what he's doing. An excellent defender, plays very physically. You can see the way he brings the guys together in the huddles as well. So I really appreciate the toughness that he's brought to this club.
Pressure up the floor from the Airs as well. I'm going to put this out there right now. They're chasing percentage tonight. They are really aggressive early in this one.
I'm sure Coach Sam McKinnon is excited to see this level of effort right out the blocks. Quite often, especially the second game of a road doubleheader in a round against a team that's at the bottom of the table or thereabouts, you can see a little dip in form, a little dip in attention to detail, but that is not the case here. They have come storming out the gates, holding the Sharks to just 6 points, and majority of those have been at the free throw line. They have absolutely shut the Sharks down in every way and form. They're shooting just 27% from the field.
And let's not forget this season, you're not separated on the ladder if you're on the same number of wins by head-to-head against that team. It is about points percentage, so you've heard us say it a million times through the season, every basket counts, and the bigger that margin can be, the more it's going to help the percentage.
Oh, don't remember that.
Flynn Cameron.
Sharks come out in the zone, and the 2-guard zone, but they came out with a 1-guard front. Somebody has to go out there in that unbalanced zone. That's why he ends up wide open. And Flynn Cameron takes the shot, because if you're going to let me shoot it, I'm going to have to take that bad boy.
Again, pressure up the court. Rob with some space, deep 2. That doesn't go down. Davison, the big mitts getting up, bringing it down. Here they come again. Oh, Flynn Cameron back to back.
And the same play both times, just leaving the guard with the ball at the top of the key. The first time, like, I didn't like it, but you can be forgiven. But the second possession in a row, you got to stick with the shooter.
What's the saying? Fool me once.
Shame on me.
Fool me twice.
Shame on you, or swatch that though.
Bang.
Swap it around the other way.
Okay, that'll do. 28-8. If you're at home, don't take advice from us too. 1:47 to play in the first quarter. 20-point margin.
You just have to decipher it. It takes a little bit of time.
It does.
It's like a fortune cookie. The first read may be off, but eventually it comes around.
We're old. Past our bedtime on a Friday night. Where's that cell super special? I need some food.
I don't know. Spicy at this time of night might not be great for you, Justin.
Still a bit to play in this first quarter. Been a hot start tonight by the Airs. Sharks need to respond. Asbury, tough shot, gets it to go.
Well, not an easy shot. He was looking for the contact. Felt he got it, but smartly uses the glass to get that shot in. Well needed too.
Flynn Cameron has 12. Froling has 10.
Every time Sam Froling coming back to that left hand. He's really fooling defenders into thinking he's going up for that right. There's the entry pass into the top of the key for Sam Froling. I'm gonna go up, no, a little step through the space in. Inger gets his hands on my arm, and Froling, he's gonna be trying to drop 40 tonight. 10 points already, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, looking to get up to 12 points with a couple of makes from the Chemist Warehouse stripe here.
Flynn Cameron's on target for 48. 4 triples for him in the opening quarter.
It's a quick 12. Those 3-point shots are almost like cheating. 22 between Froling and Flynn Cameron.
Cameron averages 15 a game, so he's going to smash that tonight, you would think.
Yeah, Flynn Cameron's been a bit more up and down than I expected him to be coming into the season. Has certainly been an excellent player for the Airs. Coming out a couple of rounds ago, had that 1 for 12 performance against the Saints that really affected him. Played well elsewhere. I think he finished with 8 rebounds and 7 assists. But he's a guy with that scoring ability.
Cal McRae draws the foul.
Nice entry pass there by Asbury. Penetrating pass, gets it to McRae on the move. When a freight train loaded like that's coming through, it is tough to stop the momentum. Froling tries to get over, but the mass of McRae is able to go through the contact for the finish.
They need everything they can right now. They are chasing tail. The bonus from the Chemist Warehouse goes down. Margin at 17. Davison, don't think he's scored yet in this game. He hasn't had to.
Just, well, I mentioned 22 from 2 of the players. Actually 24 now from 2 of the players with Froling and Cameron.
Adam, corner, 3, that goes down.
Nice setup there by Karen. But McCarron giving it the ball in the corner, the quick release. Love to see that kind of confidence from a young player in Xavier Adam.
So some of the responses from the Airs players on the bench.
They're having a good time.
Interesting.
They're having a good time tonight.
Cal McRae carrying the load right now for the Sharks, the big fella.
Love this challenge that he's taking to Sam Froling. He's up to 10 points now. He has not backed down in this one-on-one battle with one of the higher quality bigs in the Australian NBL.
Plays big minutes as well, Cal McRae. Speaking of big things.
Adam just powers through Asbury there. Said it was effectively a double screen to get Froling open.
Asbury up over the top, doesn't get the roll.
Froling lands on him.
Opening 10 minutes tonight, belonging to the Taranaki Airs. What a hot start. They're on the southern swing. They've taken down the Nuggets, and they are starting to dismember, fillet, and bone the Sharks. 20-point margin at quarter time. Quick break. If you're an Airs fan, I think you're going to have a good night out. Back with the second right after this.
Outstanding
Mai haki mai, welcome back to ILT Stadium, Southland tonight, Friday night hoops and the Sal's NBL belonging to the Airs after the opening 10 minutes. They have busted this one wide open, out by 20. Chemist Warehouse stats, Casey Frank totally belonging to the team in black.
Oh, they're shooting 80% from the field, 70% from two, but 100% from three, 100% from the free throw line, 9 rebounds compared to just 5. Holding the Sharks to 35% from the field and 0 for 4 from deep. They are putting on the early makings of a masterclass performance.
It's going to be a big night at the moment, isn't it? As Zoe Burton misses everything. That's not a good sign.
I just really appreciate the mindset from the Airs. They have gone out and grabbed this game by the scruff of the neck and absolutely taken the air out of the building. 20-point victory already. Davison takes his first shot in the ball game straight at Inger. Through the contact, there's a finished 22-point lead as Davison gets his first buckets of the game. And I mentioned in pregame, last time Carlin Davidson didn't score 10 points was actually against the Sharks. Yeah. He's averaging 21 a game since that day.
Been able to take a back seat so far tonight. Rob, look at this, shot clock already at 3. The pressure's right on. They're not going to get it up in time. It is all turning to custard right now for the team in orange.
And those are the types of mistakes defensive pressure can put on you. They're picking that pressure up the court, and in the half court, they are locked in, not really having to help.
4th turnover of the game for the Sharks. Froling settles it. Shot clock now in single digits for him. Again, he goes on that left, and again, he puts it down.
Always to the left, going right at Cal McRae over and over again. And McRae, despite his size, has not been able to slow down. Sam Froling, scoring machine, 16 points already. That is the way you bounce back from a 4-point performance.
Forget about Wednesday night, that is gone, well and truly. What's the record for a game this season?
That's 41 for MJ Walker against the Auckland Tuatara earlier this year. Not too far behind was Ty Webster, had a 40-piece.
That's right. Team record, Saints 122.
122 for a game, and it was
against the Jets last week.
The Tuatara in a quarter dropped 47 in that second quarter against the Rams, where MJ Walker finished with 40.
You and I saw that game. Asbury draws the foul. That'll count. Wouldn't get too excited.
Oh, you got to celebrate the little victories.
Got to get another 10 of those yet. But yeah, it is a little victory. And he heads to the Chemist Warehouse.
Well, as Sun Tzu said, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
Oh, here we go.
So might as well be the first one.
It's going to be one of those nights, is it?
Well, it's 39-18. With 8:27 left in the second quarter.
Can we go again? Fool me once. 8:22 to play. Mini puts it down.
It's too easy. Simple backdoor cut. Asbury way too far on the weak side. Does not make that a difficult entry whatsoever. 41 now for the Airs, and they're putting on a clinic.
Rob has Froling in front of him. Bounce pass. Tipped away by Mini. Froling. Davison gets clipped. And he'll have to do the work from the stripe.
Bit of a surprising miss, to be honest. Those are the ones where, as an athlete like Davidson, if you get a guard in front of you, you shouldn't even be thinking layup. You should be thinking, I'm going to attack this rim, I'm going to dunk it, because he does not have the strength or balance to get in my way of that. But he does get the foul, does get to the stripe, and hits that first one successfully as he's looking to add to his 5-point total now.
Pop quiz. I was with Phil Jones and Hugh Bainan last night. We were talking about Carlin Davison. Is he the most exciting player in the competition? When he gets the ball.
The most exciting.
Well, just the level of excitement goes up when he gets the ball in hand.
I'll have to have a think about that. Come back to me. Look, as an aerial display, I think he is the most impressive.
Yeah.
I can't think of anyone that does a better job of playing above the rim. Right off the top of mind.
That's a good call. Burton had it, lost it, got it back, made it look difficult. Fouled in the end. They just try and chip away here, the Sharks.
Man, I feel for these dudes. I really do. It is tough work to put in this much effort and then just 13 minutes of a ball game, be down 25. You're just looking for something to go your way. Had a nice crowd. The energy was heavy early.
Run into a buzzsaw, haven't they?
Sometimes you do. The hope would be coming in that maybe Taranaki had lost just a little bit of focus after getting that first win, but that is not the case at this point.
When they met earlier this season, Ayers won by 24. Here's Flynn Cameron, a lot of contact there. Don't worry about it. Asprey with the block. Inga corner, Rob for three. This will help. Doesn't go down though. Davison up quickly. Look at them on the run. Numbers everywhere. Froling.
Well, I love the kick aheads, the extra pass, passing it early so you can get those opportunities on the rim. And Froling showing the bounce and scoring like a madman. 18 points now.
Burton responds with three.
Need some more of those. Shooting 45% from beyond the arc. Hits about 3 a game. If I've got something shooting 45 from beyond the arc, I want him taking a lot more than 7. Especially with this offense, I got to get him up to 8 or 11, 12 attempts a game because of that percentage.
That season high 122 is in serious jeopardy tonight. Cooper Rob. Burton well covered in the corner. Rob, McRae, up and under.
That's just one where he's got to put a bounce in there so he can finish a little stronger.
Oh, look at this.
As is Sam Froling, 20-piece.
Wow. My word.
20 points, 3 rebounds, Sam Froling.
What about the pass here from Davison?
Well, he's playing so well. The assist game is an area where he's really improved. You see that pass, doesn't get 2 hands to it, is able to, off the dribble, get a one-hand laser in there. Sam Froling continues his dominant form. 9 for 10 from the field now. 9 for 10 for his 20 points.
So margin at 24 here. Spoke earlier through the first quarter about points differential and what it means to percentage. Large buffalo chicken pizza. Speaking of percentages, this one's at 100%, 40 bucks.
Let's talk about something a little spicy, because right now the scoreboard is not spicy, but that buffalo chicken, that's what I'm talking about. Sal's Basketball, use that QR code.
Looks good. Easy to do. That's available till next Tuesday. The Ayers are building percentage. That's the point I was trying to make before that pizza confused me. They are building percentage right now.
That is what it's all about when you're looking at these tiebreakers as well. And coming into the round, the percentage isn't bad, 113, which is currently sits second in the competition behind the Wellington Saints, 115. Of course, the Saints and Ayers tied on the ladder at 10 and 4 apiece. Third in percentage is the Auckland Tuatara. Fourth is the Rams up there, but they've got the ace in the hole being the fewest losses. And then it drops well off that. Franklin down at 103, Hawke's Bay at 105. Everybody else under 100.
I'm not a mathematician. I can't even say the word.
They're definitely not an English major.
They'll be over 115 right now. Asprey, McRae, he's battling away, the big fella, isn't he? He's got a huge job at both ends of the floor tonight on this man. 20 points already for Froling if you've just joined us. He's pulled up for an offensive foul there.
I think he extended the hands a little bit on that screen, did Froling. No real need to do it. The advantage was already created. But as a big man, sometimes it's difficult to keep those hands out of the cookie jar. Usually see how far Taranaki goes down into their bench here in the first half. Go with this big 24-point lead, if they can trust some of the younger wards a little bit more.
They do have some good young players as well. Inga receives from Asprey and misses what he definitely should have put away.
That hurts. Nice setup. Excellent offense.
Davison surrounded by orange. Good enough just to flick it around to McCarron.
Carlin Davison really has stepped up his passing game. Coming into this round, he's averaging 2.5 assists. He's already got 3 now.
Inga almost had the chair pulled out underneath him. Sends it out to Burton.
Did you see Carlin Davidson's ground cover there? He came in to attempt that shot block when Inga pulled back. He was still able to get out and challenge the shot from Burton.
Froling foul. Sal's hoop heads every Wednesday and Thursday night at 6 p.m.
Sam Froling showing the full skill set. I love the way he's moving without the basketball, putting it on the deck. Not a lot of contact there. I thought Cooper Robb stayed still, but the way that Sam Froling was jumping from side to side, the contact possibly not of the completely legal variety.
A couple of announcements on Sal's hoop heads during the week, Casey. It looks like season 2025 is going to have lots of mayhem through the month of March, talking about 22 games to open up season 2025 in 18 days.
What? That's more than one game a day.
Yes, well done.
What is this, a Tall Blacks camp?
Speaking of maths.
That is going to be an exciting amount of basketball.
Every team to play 4 games in March over that 18-day period.
Looking forward to the majority of those weeks, 7 days a week of basketball, 6 days a week over a couple of the days. And the schedule will be coming out, I believe, in August. Something to look forward to in the offseason.
Too far away as the Sharks turn it over. And of course, a little bit of a snippet on the show this week. Perhaps teams currently talking about it, the return of a player draft.
I mean, that's not really reporting. A little snippet of a perhaps.
Well,
there was a whiff of a rumor on the wind.
There's a chance.
Karen in the post, Asbury, nice hand.
Of course, we saw a player draft at the 2020 showdown. That was a lot of fun, and yeah, on the cards for 2025.
Interesting to see when the details of that come out, to see exactly how it will work.
Davison.
This guy, he looks like a guy who's going to be playing at a high level really soon. He is. He started this season on the bench. He's worked his way into the trust of Coach Sam McKinnon. I love how he's playing out of position at that 4 spot, doing what's needed of him. He's a natural 3, but with that athleticism, good size, he's able to play down low adequately.
We've been watching him in the Cells NBL since what, 15 years of age? He's only 20 now.
That showdown, he was in that.
Yep.
Youngest player in the showdown that year.
Flicks it out looking for dime number 4 tonight. McCarron. Davison inside, goes up strong on McRae. McRae has the answers on this occasion.
Well, with that size, that's what you want to see him do. Challenge without jumping, without moving the feet, and that time he wins the battle. Excellent in the rapid league game.
Yeah, he was really good tonight, wasn't he?
Some of his penetration abilities.
McRae had it stripped by McCarron. Again, they got numbers coming forward here. 4 on 2. Which way do they go?
Pass.
Tobias.
That is just a nice bit of handiwork there by Mitch McCarron. Between the legs before he drops it in. Tobias Cameron was really trying to set up some of his teammates there in transition. Take another look at it. And McCarron's got his choice of where to dish it up. I'll go here. Can't get the layup, but they go back to the Chemist Warehouse for 2.
What are the breakers going to be looking for from Mitch McCarron?
Well, you know, as bad as it is to lose a guy like Will McDowell, I don't think he could find a better facsimile of what he offers than what Mitch McCarron does. Now, he doesn't score at that same level, not so much because of a lack of ability, but because that's his focus. I think it might be tough to hit the highs that Will McDowell White scored a couple seasons ago, but in terms of size, switchability, the ability to play point guard or that off-guard position, the leadership that he displays, I've always been a big fan of his game, and I think if you are going to lose a player of Will's caliber when he's off to Alba Berlin, they were very fortunate to get the signature of Mitch McCarron inked.
Can you explain to everyone under the age of 25 watching tonight what a facsimile is?
It's a copy. It's still a word.
No, it is. You're right. There's still a machine or two out there somewhere.
I didn't say fax machine. I said facsimile.
Yeah, no, you did. Margin at 32. McRae double teamed. Cole left it behind. Shot clock at 5. Hall stuck in the corner. And they come up with it again. Here they go on the run. Mini bounces off Carpia. Draws contact.
I want to see the Airs just whoever gets the rebound now has to go one-on-one full court. Which is pretty much what we're seeing right now.
It's a challenge that they would gratefully accept, I think.
Gonna have to keep themselves entertained somehow.
Out by plenty, aren't they? 1-13 season for the Sharks. Their worst since inception in 2010. Many converts at the Chemist Warehouse. Ayers 10-4 on the season at the moment. Have not beaten a team above them on the ladder.
They are taking care of business on those underneath. And in many ways, that's probably the more important part of the equation. If you beat everybody you're supposed to beat, you will be there in the postseason. And this Ayers team, against a higher quality opposition, they have yet to find their straps, I think. They have another level to get to.
I think you're spot on. Burton, turnover.
This is an impressive defensive performance. They are shutting down every passing game.
Tobias Cameron gets it to go. Just step through traffic.
What it is, it's the no-pass offense. Whoever gets the rebound is just attacking. They are just pushing the pace in transition. Looking at a 40-point lead in the first half, and it is just going from ugly to uglier.
Bang. Tobias adds another one.
And Guy Malloy is calling no timeouts, so I'm not sure he has any left. What are you going to say? Catch the ball? Oh, my.
Well, they're not even doing that at the moment, are they? It is an absolute whitewash tonight. McRae, he can't finish that. Hall comes up with it. Some solace there for the Sharks. Sam McKinnon called a timeout, has he?
Yeah, I think he's going to put in a bit of the bench brigade here in the first half.
Here's the Ben Hall basket. Landed fortuitously in his hands, but look at that scoreboard right now.
36 points the difference, the highest scoring quarter of the season. I mentioned earlier the Auckland Tuatara dropped a 47 piece. Well, Ayers not going to get there. 35 in the first quarter. They're at 26 now. But it would be a shock if this Ayers squad doesn't hit triple digits today.
I reckon the Spates Ale House is going to be a pretty happy place in a couple of hours. Chemist Warehouse stats.
Well, how about the Ayers shooting 77% from the field, 72% from inside the arc.
For the Mills, of course.
Still 100%
for the Mills.
From the three-point line.
I did see the way you looked at me then.
14 for 14 from the free throw line. Have not missed from the free throw stripe, from the Chemist Warehouse, or from the three-point line. This is a clinic.
I do appreciate you staring me down every now and again too.
You don't have to give that away. This is an audio medium that we're working on right now.
Like the Sharks hats though.
11 assists for Taranaki to 4 for Southland. 7 steals forced. Just 2 turnovers to 10 for the Sharks.
They've got to come out and find some fight here.
But Calvin McRae's got 11.
Yeah, he has, and he has battled hard so far tonight. Just got to find something to take into the halftime break.
It's not going to be their pride.
It starts defensively, doesn't it? Mini, he just drains the deep two. What can Cooper Robb do? He's being completely shut down.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of attention. They're forcing or leaning that defense towards him.
Here is Robb on the move.
5 on the shot clock.
I reckon maybe
Cameron gets called for the foul.
just got Inga down the arm. I think Inga's going to go to the line for 3 here.
That's bonus. So it's didn't get that shot off, but we'd be shooting. That's the 15th foul, I believe. Is that what he said? 2 shots? Is it actually 3 shots? I didn't see that shooting form, but I've been wrong before.
I saw Brad Clive signaled 3, although it is 2. You're right.
I believe that's the 5th personal foul on that Ayers. That'll pop up on our screen shortly.
Inga. What have you made of Braden Inga's season? Came in late, of course.
In a lot of ways, it looked like he was trying to find his fitness. I mean, body's looking a little bit better in the last few weeks. He's played some excellent basketball. Played his best game of the season when they got the win. Was pretty solid against the Bulls a couple weeks ago. Maybe I'm thinking about last round, but This guy's not at the peak of where he was a couple of years ago when he was a tall black, still searching for that form. And a very handy player. Love his size, love his shooting ability.
Flynn Cameron called for the offensive foul. Stat sheet tonight, Sam Froling, 22 points if you've just joined us, 9 of 10 shooting. Flynn Cameron, 12 points in the opening quarter, still has 12. Tobias Cameron, another nice cameo off the bench. He's got 8 points in 8 minutes. Callum McRae leading the way for the Sharks with 11 points tonight. Good setup there. Asbury to Inga.
They've looked good with Asbury as the creator in the pick and roll. Has found a lot of action on those rolls. Flynn Cameron hasn't scored since that first quarter where he hit 4 triples, but now he's up to 14 points.
Bears are playing with a 7-second shot clock tonight.
7 seconds or less.
Not messing around, are they? Inga for 3. Asbury battling away.
And now they can hold this for the last shot of the quarter. And if they hit a triple, they're going into the sheds with a 40-point lead.
Amazing, isn't it? Flynn Cameron will hold it out here. So 1 shot to come in the opening half tonight in the Cells NBL, dominated by the Airs. Mini to take it. Can't put it down. Player timeout called with 1.7 on the clock, and the Sharks will bring it forward and try and find something.
Thereabouts. We'll see where the timing ends up at as the players get together, see how much time is left. They're going to put 1 back on there, so more than likely looking for a catch and shoot, something at the rim. Bears created a really nice play in the Rapid League earlier in this one. They got a lob opportunity right at the rim, but we'll see what the Southland Sharks have up, see if they can't break the 30-point plateau.
Here we go, second to play. Rob gets the shot away in time, and that's the tale of the night for the Sharks. Another miss, and they have been humbled badly in the opening half here this evening. Coach Guy Malloy headed off to talk to his troops, and they've got a bit to work on. 65-28, the Airs on fire Friday night in the Cells NBL, dominating proceedings, and they're dominating the Chemist Warehouse stat sheet. We'll take a look at that on the other side of the break. Welcome back to ILT Stadium, Southland. Not a happy night so far for the home team. The Sharks humbled in the opening half. Casey Frank, Justin Nelson with you, and don't want to be too harsh, but more activity on the floor right now for the locals than what we saw in the opening half. Take us through the Chemist Warehouse stats belonging to the Airs.
The dance crew definitely bringing more smiles to the fans in the crowd than the performance in that first half from the hometown Sharks. Sam Froling dominant, 24. Flynn Cameron, 12 in the first quarter. Slowed down in the second. Cal McRae, the lone double-figure scorer for the Sharks, doing a bunch of assist damage down low on the glass. The Airs taking that category as a team, 18-11 behind Davidson and Flynn Cameron. Sam Froling leading the way. Cal McRae on his way to a double-double, but not a ton of support with the Carams. Off to the assists, where everybody's getting in on the game for the Taranaki Airs, where they're passing the ball very well, unselfishly kicking it ahead. There's not a ton of opportunity for the Sharks, conversely. Leading to the blocks. We've seen a bit of activities by Davison. Had that piece early. Caleb Asbury got a block.
I reckon we're going to see some steals here. There you go.
In that first half, 7 steals for Taranaki, locking things down in those passing lanes. They forced 10 turnovers overall, but it's the shooting percentages that are so impressive. But Taranaki's doing on both sides of the floor. 76% from the field, 75% from 2. Elijah Minnie missed that triple, 83% from deep.
What about the Chemist Warehouse tonight?
And a 14 for 14 piece, 100% there. When you're looking at the Southland Sharks, 31% overall, just 1 for 11 for deep. And if they cannot find a way to get to 10 three-pointers in this ball game, it was always going to be hard, but it's a much tougher task than initially anticipated here at halftime.
Well, don't stop this funky beat. 37 points at halftime, I should say. It has stopped, by the way. Believe it or not, Sharks have actually put up 2 more field goal attempts in the game.
Well, that apparently was not the recipe for success.
65-28 at the half. Second half not too far away. MVP poll for tonight. Not too far away either. I've got a feeling there'll be some Airs players raffling that one. Can the Sharks get themselves back into this one? Or are the Airs going to continue to steamroll their way to victory? We'll be back after the break. NZNBL round 12 here from Invercargill tonight. Half-time in this one, and it's the Airs, an absolute masterclass, leading the Sharks by 37. And as you rejoin us for the second half, some breaking news tonight in the NZNBL as we go to Wellington.
And the news out of that camp is Lat Man has been released from his contract to pursue his Olympic dream with the South Sudan, not unlike the Tall Blacks faithful that are heading out to camp next week and going to miss a bit of time. He has made the final extended roster for the South Sudanese, who've already qualified for the Olympics. They are through, based on how they performed at the World Cup.
First time ever. First time ever.
Fantastic to see that done. And a large Australian contingent of Sudanese, the Sudanese population is made up for that team, but Lat Man is hoping to add his name to that list to reach his Olympic glory.
And if you're a Saints fan, I implore you to keep your eyes open over the next 24 hours. I have it on good authority. There'll be an incoming import announced in the next 24 hours. Stay tuned.
And a very smart move here by the Saints. If Lat Man does end up making that team, he will not be back to finish the season. If you get an import now, you can play the 5 required games.
Got to play 5 games. Yep, I think they've got 6 left.
And Lat Man has also played 5 games, so depending on what happens with that, there may be a possibility for him to come back. So as we take another look at the poll, I can't believe there's still 10% of you out there who think the Sharks are going to win.
It's gone up to 44% for 23 plus. I agree with you. I don't know how there's 10%. That's a point really well made. If that 44% for 23 plus doesn't start skyrocketing shortly.
Look at how much joy pizza brings. Look at how much joy pizza brings.
Are we going to take a photo of it, are we?
I don't know if you've noticed, but that's the way of the world now.
What, take a photo of a pizza?
Yeah, definitely.
Look what I've got.
That's going on the gram, my friend.
There you go.
That is definitely on the gram.
Sal's Pizza, oh, look at that. Right on cue before the third quarter starts. The large buffalo chicken pizza, $40. Sal's Basketball. There's the love. That might be a buffalo chicken right there.
Make that order. Bring that kind of joy to your household.
Love it.
Yeah, this is what happens. You get a free pizza.
Can I have some too?
Everybody starts showing up.
Remember me?
My only problem with the group is they haven't started eating it yet.
We used to be friends at school, remember?
You cannot leave a pizza in front of me for that long without 4 slices being gone already.
If that clip doesn't get shown around the schoolyard over the next couple of weeks. Rightio, third quarter about to start. Even the ball kids taking their time to get off the court tonight. What can the Sharks do here? What would the message have been at halftime, Case?
Well, it's just to find a level of execution. We heard Guy Malloy in the pregame. It was all about valuing the basketball, don't turn it over. They did not do that. So 2 things. I'm concentrating on 2 things. One is Sam Froling, keep him out of the paint. If he's got the ball, let's double team him. Let's make somebody else beat us. It's not going to be Sam Froling driving to the cup anymore. Give us some help to Cal McRae. 2, can we stop turning over the basketball? If we do those 2 things, we can start taking some steps in the right direction. But you're not chasing a win right now. You're just chasing some good possessions and trying to string them together.
Cameron misses his first miss from deep tonight. Froling cleans it up. And Cameron can't finish. Just on those 2 points you've made in that opening half, the Airs, 32 points inside the paint. And they have punished the Sharks from those turnovers. 21 points off the Sharks turnovers for the Airs.
And this isn't to say that the Airs haven't been excellent from 3 either. They're 5 for 6 from beyond the arc, but those open looks are created by their prowess on the interior. If you make it a little bit tougher in there, that help won't have to rotate from out on the 3-point line, and that'll take take that percentage of the 3 to the chopping block as well.
Cooper Robb, that helps.
Well, that's a delay game. That's a delay of game warning there. Next time they touch the basketball, move it. I do like the Cooper Rob's effort there to slow down the break. And Carlton Davidson now has it on the run.
Opening basket in the third quarter for the Sharks. Froling, Mini, met by Cooper Rob, did well.
Yeah, he's doing it all, and I like the transition offense, a little bit of speed.
Here we go.
Didn't see any speed from the Sharks in that first half. Suddenly, Zoe Burton doubles up their 3-point total. Now they've got 2.
Opening 5 points of the third quarter for the Sharks. Davison backing down Burton, sends it out to Flynn Cameron for triple number 5. No, not to be.
It's very showing the athleticism and a little bit more pace from the Sharks here.
McRae out to Rob. Can we get 3 back-to-back baskets? Inga, does this go down? It's going to be short. It is. Davison comes up with it. Mini stuck underneath, nowhere to go. Cameron outside, has another look, and again it rolls around. Oh, look who cleans it up. Raffling it at the moment, Davison and Froling.
Better effort here from the Sharks, but they got to finish possessions by grabbing that rebound with 2 hands.
Cameron will try again. Gone cold, hit 4 threes early in the game. Rob off the glass.
Oh, did he just sprain his ankle there? Came down on Davison's foot, I think. And a foul on, I believe, is it Brendan Inger coming in?
He's trying to put his case forward.
A lot of future litigators in the Southland NBL.
Oh, there's a ton of them. There's a ton of them. You and I have been on that list once or twice as well.
Still out.
Davison.
I got a chance.
And this defense for the Sharks has picked up. That's a very hard pass. How that came off, I'll never
Double
know.
bouncer cross court.
Asprey. Turnover.
That's just not good enough. You got to use a ball fake there.
Davison mid-air. Changed his mind. Froling foul. He's headed back to the Chemist Warehouse, where, by the way, tonight the Airs are a perfect 14 of 14. Cooper Rob's down behind play.
Yeah, I think it's that play on the other side of the court, but he is not looking to get it up anytime soon. Airs yet to score here in the third quarter, and Cooper Rob, is he bleeding?
Well, we wanted to see some fight from the Sharks, and we've definitely seen that in the last 3 minutes.
Not sure. It doesn't look like Rob's out of the game.
Well, this isn't related to what happened at the other end. This is something fresh, isn't it?
Didn't see the activity. Did that happen in that little scrum for the basketball between Froling and Davidson and a few Sharks? Was he in there?
Well, there's plenty of bodies in there. So the good news is, by the looks of it, no blood, but
look a bit like the bit of swelling there, though.
Yeah. Of course, the medical attendants will check that out. Head knocks are taken very, very seriously. So hopefully that's not Cooper Rob's night done. But if he has taken a head knock, fair chance we won't see him again this evening. Froling puts that one down. 15 of 15.
Yeah, perfect from the line. We're on perfect free throw watch.
Don't mess it up.
Sam or us?
Well, you know what will happen now,
I'm jinxing it hard. Let's talk about the Sharks.
Come on.
I might as well just miss it.
16 in a row for the Airs tonight from the stripe. Margin at 34.
Sharks need to continue their pace of play, this level of effort, and build on it if they can.
McRae. Now he goes to work on Froling. Doubled momentarily, spins back to his left.
I really do love Big Cal's footwork.
He's got good footwork.
Really, really good footwork. I mean, he's probably got a higher center of gravity than you'd like to see in a big man, but light on his feet, the ability to go to either shoulder, soft touch. Scott Telford plays some good D in the passing lane.
There he is, the junkyard dog himself. Burton gave up the outside shot. Now McRae through hands. Asprey Inga, who's going to shoot it? Braden Inga does. He's well off to the left.
Just rushed for no reason there. Just to be a bit more patient, might have an extra pass. After that failed scramble for the basketball by Mini. The Sharks had a 5-on-4 and unable to convert.
2 of 8 shooting for Inga tonight. Rolling over the top off the glass, if you don't mind.
Apparently the bank still open on a Friday night.
26. 10 of 11 shooting for Sam Froling.
If you're Sam McKinnon, how long do you leave these starters in there?
Forever.
You would.
Just keep them going. Asbury. Inga. Telfer, just nowhere to go.
The rotations are on point.
He turned it over. Shot clock violation.
Those little peel switches there. The help comes in to cut off the drive. He takes Davison pops out to take away the passing lane. Everybody on the weak side in good position to be able to help or close out if needed.
Davison. And bailed out late with a whistle.
Out of bounds.
Oh no, out of bounds, you're right.
No whistle for Davison. And it's sometimes when you're up big, you're going to have to get some much more obvious contact coming your way, because those 50-50s or even the 60-40s in terms of being a foul or not, they're just not going to call them.
We're getting into percentages now. We've done a lot of maths tonight, a lot.
Pretty good at the math. Can add it, subtract it, divide it. I can give you some percentages of things.
You do say so yourself.
Ain't nobody else pumping me up.
Asbury to McRae, been in there a long time. And eventually the big fella draws a foul. Something to cheer about for the Sharks fans.
Cuts it to 32. Nice little drop there by Asbury. McRae almost dropped it, but gets that left hand, able to get it up and in the finish.
I don't know that that's a fun thing when you say cuts it to 32.
It's better than 34.
Well, it might be 31 right now. It is.
See, and that's better than 32.
He's been good tonight.
Step by step. Chasing a double-double. He should have it.
Certainly fighting hard, Kel McRae.
And Southland up to 46% on the two-point shots. Still moving in the right direction as Arukawa checks in and bangs home a triple, 72 points. With just under 5 minutes left in the third. Can they get 90 here in the third quarter?
Tough pass. Burton fires away. Highlight show Tuesday night, 7:30. That might be on them. Elijah Mini finishes under the basket, draws the foul.
Elijah Mini full sprint to dead stop on the catch. Into an up fake, keeps the balance. Takes the contact, gets the finish. 36 the difference.
8 for him tonight, Mini. He found a bit of form against the Nuggets. He's been going through a bit of a quiet spell, averaging 9 a game in his last 6 games.
I mean, they're not expecting a lot out of him, you know, and kudos to him for not forcing the issue. I think quite often you can see, especially restricted players, so their next job's so dependent on the current job. And when you're not scoring at a high level, you can get a little itchy.
Adds another 2. No, he doesn't. Waved away, called for the charge.
Good on you, Cal. Cal McRae staying on the tracks. Down 37.
Nice block, McCarron, by the way. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. There's a good shot of it there.
McCarron wanted the on one. They were hopeful, but unargumentative on the decision.
Cal McRae out of Palmerston North, of course. Played half a season with the NBS Nelson Giants last season. Asbury searching, gets a shot up.
Need to move that rock around. Nobody else touches it. That defense static, so difficult to penetrate when that's the case. You're not moving that defense from one side of the court to the other. Offensively, you should be next time down.
34% shooting tonight for the Sharks. Here's Big Cal, hands it off to Burton. Gives him some cover. Goes back inside to McRae. Good setup, Sharks.
This defense there by Tobias Cameron. Contesting without fouling.
McCarron just slings it off to Froling now. Rakawa up for Big Sam, who's fouled.
Good foul there by McRae. Taking away an easy bucket. Tough position to be in. Trying to stick with that roll man and still be a bit of an impediment for the guard. McRae played that pretty well, and in the end, gets pinged with the whistle.
The viewers' MVP poll will start shortly. This man tonight.
Oh, there it is.
Uh-oh.
Missed free throw.
Uh-oh. 16 of 17 now for the Airs.
Embarrassing.
Dear, oh dear. 7 of 8 from the Chemist Warehouse tonight for Sam Froling. It's been a dominant display.
Penetration has really gone to the wayside for the Sharks after an initial little burst to start the quarter.
McCarron. It's a double screen there. Popping out. This man, long look for Daron Rakawa. Tobias Cameron flying through.
That's a poor little stretch of play there. Lack of communication to give up the open three, and then a lack of a box out.
Nice pass from Froling. Thought he was going to get it back in the corner there. He does now. Sam for three.
No way you're going to hit that one when you're expecting the first one. Tobias Cameron, and he says it there, I got to kick that one on. Should have kicked that forward. Wanted to make something happen instead of the easy pass. Sam Froling.
It was flat as a pancake too, that shot.
It's because you're not expecting to come around the second time. You're in your rhythm.
Yeah.
You get completely knocked out of it, and then it comes late. It just gets to you.
Double the score with 2:31 to play in the third. Cooper Robb back out there. That's good to see. The scoreboard is correct if you've just joined us. Dominant display tonight by the Airs. Sharks just trying to find some confidence. Not coming from Inga though.
Better offense though. That ball went through a few hands, forced the defense to adjust and created a look with a little bit of penetration. A 2-3 zone now from an undersized Sharks team.
Is that Nico Hill? Getting some burn.
Let's not forget mentioned in the pregame, but Markel Lott's gone for the season. Tending to some personal matters back in the States. The Sharks granted him his release. Zidakawa can't hold on to it.
Both teams making some subs late here in the third. Coming up tomorrow in the NZNBL, Rams at home to the Jets. That's our Saturday afternoon game. Nick Bewley, Maya Williamson looking after us on Sky Sport. Hawks and Giants tomorrow night. What a beauty that'll be. Andrew Mulligan and Cameron Glidden in commentary again tomorrow night as well. Asprey for three.
It's a obviously well-needed bucket. Gets the smoke cannon going off.
Oh, there's a highlight.
A defense chant out there by the Sharks, and it works.
Asprey comes up with it.
That one's definitely going up again.
Pulls up, deep two, doesn't go down. Cooper Robb, nice offensive rebound. Now he's got Davison in front of him.
Some tough position there, though. He's got to get some help.
On the count, there you go, 5 seconds. Sharon Martin, the coin official there on the baseline, all over it.
Teammates slow to recognize that he was stuck in that coffin corner. And the defense from Carlin Davison forcing Rob to pick that ball up. I wonder if we're going to see any more Froling or Mini. That could be their evening done.
Sunday in the Sal's NBL and Tuatara in the Phi Sunday afternoon.
Interesting lineup. Ira Lee caused Rob Lowe some problems last season.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not going to be an easy matchup. Rob Lowe probably coming off his worst performance of the season as well. Just the 8 points in the loss last round.
It's not often we've seen the Tuatara coming off a loss either. You're right.
And every time they have, they bounce back with some strength.
Missed threes, both ends of the floor. Dying stages, third quarter. Rakawa. Never seen a shot he doesn't like. That one rattles around.
Never seen a shot they don't like. Shots are great.
Especially for Daron. He's hit plenty of them over the years, hasn't he? Cooper Robb comes up for 3.
Yeah, they just can't find the measure of the rim right now.
Late opportunity. Orokawa steps around from mid-court. That one misses everything. And that'll do us to three-quarter time. 38-point margin. Better signs for the Sharks in the third, but the Airs have this one under control well and truly this evening. Quarter to play here in the Deep South tonight. Friday Night Hoops in the NZNBL. Back after this. No more hockey, Maya. Welcome back to Invercargill tonight. It's been all the Airs. What a show by them. They are well and truly home in this one. It's just a case of how much. A quarter to play. Justin Nelson, Casey Frank with you. Better from the Sharks in the third quarter, Casey, but it's a long, long road back. 79-41.
Well, particularly defensively held Taranaki to 14 points that quarter after 2 quarters over 30. As Asbury drives hard, gets the bucket, and will be heading to the chemist warehouse.
Showed some really good patience and skill there as well, Caleb Asbury.
He's had flashes of excellence this season. Does look to be a little bit more comfortable playing off the ball. And the arrival of Cooper Robb has helped with that positional balance.
He's got 11.
Welcome to double digits.
Opening points for the Sharks in the last. Orokawa searching. Cannoned it into the knees of Quinton Bailey. Cooper Robb comes up with it. Goes all the way and meets Davison.
Might have been a little bit of contact there. Not enough to garner the whistle.
MVP poll tonight. Viewer's choice, of course. We love to hear from all of the viewers and fans tuning in. All you got to do is scan the QR code that's going to come up on screen for you in just a moment. And you can have your vote tonight in the MVP poll.
Who are you leaning towards, Justin?
Oh, I'm leaning towards the big fella. Here he is.
Cal McRae.
Oh, well, he's close, but this man's closer. Sam Froling, what a game he has had tonight. Mind you, he's had some help as well. I don't think he'll get all the votes. Oh,
Wheels.
Andrew Wheeler. Timeout called.
Down to 32.
GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Well, he actually gave it off and got it back.
Yeah, return the favor. Not that one lined up as you expect, but tickles the twine.
Sam Timmins wants to have a chat. There we go. Look at that. Sam Froling, 82% of the vote at the moment.
What?
QR codes there. Scan away. Some pizzas up for grabs with thanks to Sells. But we want to hear from you, the viewers. Only 3 players with votes at the moment.
Makes sense to me.
Can I throw a couple of others at
You can say whatever you want, but nobody's going to be taking Sam Froling off the list for me. But I'm always willing to listen.
Well, I've already voted for him. Have you voted for him?
Oh, for sure.
Who else can I throw into the mix?
Flynn Cameron?
Well, Flynn Cameron's got 13% at the moment. Look, Sam Frolling's actually just come down. Callum McRae's gone up. 16.7 rebounds for Big Cal tonight. Caleb Asprey, 11 points for him. They're probably going to figure for the Sharks fans, but gee, it's hard.
I got to tell you,
hard to go past Samson.
Yeah, this is
come on.
This is a one-horse race.
27 points, 10 of 12 shooting. He is 7 of 8 from the Chemist Warehouse.
Did miss that free throw. I might download it.
Well, he's dropped 26% because of that missed free throw.
Fair enough, too.
3 assists as well. We'll bring that back up a little bit later on, but I think it's Samson Froling all the way to the finish line tonight for the MVP.
A big quarter from somebody else's. Andrew Wheeler hacks away on Sam Froling on the cut.
You're saying there's a chance for someone else?
Anything's possible.
Anything?
There's anything.
Okay.
That's the beautiful thing about basketball.
Okay.
This lead, at one point in time, has been overcome.
No. Davison.
It happens. It is. Ain't over till it's over.
147.
Now, do I think that's going to happen? No, but it's possible. We live in a universe of infinite possibilities, Justin.
Wheeler flicks it out. Asprey gets it back to
back wheels.
Oh, look out!
Look at that, something to cheer for.
The old man, Andrew Wheeler.
Lighter in the pocketbook, so maybe that's helping the shooting form.
Did get a fine, you're right, out of last week, if that's what you were referring to.
I was trying to do it subtly.
I haven't helped you out. Cameron. Hit his first 4 3-pointers tonight, Flynn Cameron. I think he's missed his last 5 attempts. He's into it.
Giving it a go, putting his body on the floor. Down to 31.
Mind you, his fine for the indiscretion last week came out of the Rapid League game as well.
That's unfortunate for you. And Jacob Murphy, both being pinged by the game's review commissioner. A lot of activity in the tribunal this week. Sam Froling.
How comfortable is Caleb Asprey here, just crossing the legs, standing on the sidelines?
You never know who's taking a picture.
31-point margin.
Can we get a few dunks? Let's make this one a little bit more exciting.
Oh, come on, Davison's out there. Sam Froling threw down a couple of big ones earlier on. Here's the man. Davison absolutely sent Cooper Robb flying backwards. He's copped a couple of big knocks tonight. Checks the teeth.
A good read by Robb there. He understands that Davison really likes to go to that free throw. You can see that
crack on the nose.
Yeah, the nose, the swelling was there earlier. I didn't notice, but he reads it well. He knows he's coming back for that one and just takes it right into the chest. Don't mind the aggressiveness from Carlin Davidson, but I do appreciate the effort from Robb.
Goes to the corner now. Don't tell me. Surely not. In fact, I think Froling got a hand on that.
Might have been blocked on that occasion.
Wills will say it was a block. McCarron, corner, Mini. Here we go. Carlin Davison for 3.
It's like next step in Carlin Davidson's game as Froling drops another bucket. 28 points now?
29 he's got.
29?
Well, Carlin Davison from 3-point range shot it at a 15% clip last season. I think he's up over 30% this season.
Well, the improvement is palpable. Now you're just looking for those tweaks because a little bit more speed, the speed with which he can catch and shoot it off. Sam Hauser had an unbelievable no-dip triple in the NBA Finals earlier this week. That kind of ability, that can really change the level that you can play at as we see another bucket in transition for the Airs.
Timeout Sharks, still 6:38 to go in this. 35 is the margin.
Will the Taranaki Airs get to 100 points?
Sam Froling's coming down. What is going on? Surely not.
Cooper Robb's got some family, I think, in the States who've dropped some votes in.
Hello to everyone watching through ESPN in the States.
Markel Lotz has 12% of the vote. I think we're having a laugh. I think we're having a laugh.
I didn't even see that. Come on. How's he even in there for the vote? What's going on there?
Yeah, unfortunately, I think the graphics pulled together before Markel Lotz jumped on a plane back across the Pacific.
So officially the biggest news out of this game tonight is Markel Lotz has taken 12% of the vote away from Sam Froling.
I'm still going to go with Latman, who's been released to go to the South Sudanese basketball team, but you can go with the voting for Markel.
Can you vote for Latman on Sunday night between the Saints and the Bulls?
Let's hope so.
He was suspended for that game, actually.
Good point. Large buffalo chicken pizza. Still $40. Still use that code. Online or QR. The choice is yours. Valid till next Tuesday.
Jeez, wouldn't it be funny if everyone got in and voted for Markel Lotz over the next 6.5 minutes?
Now, that sounds like you're encouraging this behavior, Justin.
I wouldn't do that. He'd be the only viewer MVP winner to not play in a game this season. Actually, not in the game, and he wins it.
Fans still having a good time. Well, enjoying themselves at the game. A couple of drinks. A couple of purple drinks.
It's a Friday night.
What's he going to do?
Yeah, get it on.
It's still fun to be at a game, even when the hometown favorites are getting taken out behind the woodshed.
They are getting taken out in a big, big way. That won't help. Here they come. This running team. Where's Flynn Cameron going to go? Elijah Minnie? No, they've gone ice cold from outside.
And there's probably a bit less riding on the shots now.
Foul on Flynn Cameron. He's headed off for Tall Blacks duty next week. We wish him well.
What a road the TVs have. The squad has been pulled together. A lot of speculation about Hiram Harris.
You reckon he's going to go?
I mean, without any inside info, I would say probably not.
Missed the last, month? 3 weeks?
Missed quite a bit of time.
Yeah.
And it's, I think more than anything, you have to be fully capable mentally, physically going into camp. Physically, maybe not, but mentally, you have to have confidence in your body, because there's very few things you'll do as a basketball player that is harder than a trial for the national team.
Well, let's say he comes out. Let's say he misses. Who comes in?
Probably looking at Meninga or Fotu. You want to go like for like.
Yeah.
And
Gee, Taylor Britt's in some form at the moment.
he's playing very well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the point guard position is pretty light.
Yeah, you said like for like, yeah.
I think when you look at Shea Ely, you look at Isaiah Liafa, Corey Webster, I think that's a point guard position that the Tall Blacks are happy to move forward with. But great to have a guy like Taylor Britt there. And not on the traveling squad now, but you never know what happens in camp.
Yeah. They come together next week. Ben Hall.
But yeah, I would probably lean Meninga or Fotu. Fotu might have the advantage because he's in shape right now.
Played well last night.
He's expanded his game a bit. He's always been a bit of a natural power forward.
Not much cells left on that table.
Or should there be? That's what you do, you smash it.
36. We're not going to get the two pizza story again tonight, are we?
Well,
I like it. I like it.
For me.
No, I like it. I like it.
Nothing wrong with eating 2 pizzas.
Zoe Burton up against Froling. Oh, Big Cal comes up with it.
All right. Bucket for the Sharks.
18 for him. 34. It's just hovered at this margin for a while. That was a hot pass from Davison to Mini.
You can see the work that he's done in the game. The off the dribble one hand, facilitating. It's not something he had in the repertoire last year. Just 20 years old as we take a look at the voting again.
With Sam Froling down to 47%. Can I just read this out again, Casey? Here we go. Sam Froling tonight, 29 points, 11 of 13 shooting, 11 of 13. So 84%, 7 of 8 from the Chemist Warehouse stripe, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and a block. He's done that all in 26 minutes.
Well, now I see why Carlton Davidson's going up there. Doesn't have the points, just 10 points, but he's got his equal in rebound, 8 rebounds, got a couple of advantage there. He's got 1 steal. He's got the same number of blocks. He's got the same number of assists as Sam Froling.
Can we just bring the MVP poll back up? Just bring it back up for us.
Does Sam Froling have more points than Markel Lotz?
I just want to make a point. If we can bring it back up. Well done, Caleb Asprey. No, bring it back up. Bring it back up. Don't take it away. I just want to make a point to all of our viewers out there. The third player down on the list there, Markel Lotz, 18%, is not playing.
I mean, maybe that's the value he brings.
Oh, don't say that. Kel McRae deserves all of that love for Markel Lotz, by the way. 33-point margin, 4:34 to play. Here's what's coming up for the Sharks, by the way, Casey, their next 4 games. They've got the Fi at home. Then they've got 3 away games, Giants, Rams, and Jets. The Giants game is an important one. The Airs next 4 games. Bulls away. What a game that is next week.
It's going to be black and yellow all over the place. The Bulls stuck with them for quite a long time down in Taranaki.
Frolling's got 31, by the way. Hawks away after that. That's an important game as well. Rams at home, Tuatara at home to finish.
Those are the 2.
Wow.
When you look at that season finish, that's what the Airs will be talking to themselves about. Is that if we take care of business,
that's huge.
Destiny is in our hands down the stretch. We can finish with a top 2 spot, maybe the number 1. And of course, top 2 finish means you get a home semifinal, get a bye in the play-in.
Yep. Top 6, of course. The top 4 teams will all host a final, but 3rd and 4th host the play-ins. As you said, 1 and 2 straight through to the semis on their home floor.
And, is it Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday?
I think it's Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday.
Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. So the rest involved there hosting that semi. Not a lot of time to turn around.
Markel's actually changed his name now, by the way.
Markel.
I actually see the humour in that. Markel Knots. I like that. That's very funny. Very clever. Whoever's doing that, that is very clever. Mind you, people are still voting for him. McRae.
Let it fly.
Yeah, I would have too. You're right. Cooper Robb. He puts it up on the turn.
Well, the Airs taking care of business clinically today. Just not playing with their food in any way, shape, or form.
Can I throw a fact at you that is going to absolutely floor you, Casey Frank?
No. Okay. Let's keep it going.
Sharks have won the second half, 27-25.
That does not surprise me.
Make that 29-25.
The question now is, will Taranaki top 100 points?
We've got 3 minutes to do it. This Sting well and truly out of this one. Felt like the balloon was deflated about 4.5 minutes into the game. Nico Hill fires away.
Yeah, this was a team that was 5 for 5 from 3 at one point.
Block Davison. Mark that one down.
Block number 2 for Colin Davison. 5 for 5 from 3 at one point. Since then, they have gone 2 for 16. Have the Airs.
Davison lets it fly.
2 for 17. Triple digits is starting to look a bit unlikely.
Can I ask you for a tip for Sunday night's games, Saints and the Bulls?
Oh, I'm going to have to lean to the Saints on that one. They're playing fantastically well. Toby Smith-Milner is in his bag as of late.
What a season.
Really, really well. Donnie Samuel has been a very important midseason pickup. His physicality in the low post is, I think, changed their identity a little bit. What they want to do. They've got the guy banging around in there.
Loves a bench tech.
Yaffa, Ben Air playing some good basketball at the same time. Uh-oh.
Davison
wanted the foul.
Esprit did well there, actually.
They contested nicely.
Yep. 1:44 to play. I think the starters will be sitting down for the rest of this one.
I think the most important thing Asbury did there was he kept himself out of a highlight.
Good news is the genuine MVP tonight, Sam Froling, is going to win at 41%. He's been an absolute star this evening. What a bounce-back game from him.
Bounce back it was. Just the 4 points against Otago early in the week, hampered by foul trouble, was not on the court for an extended amount of time. He is made up for that lost time today.
So late stages of this one, the Airs got the job done early. Dominant first half. Sharks better in this second half. Again, they turn it over on a shot clock violation. That looks like just about the final vote tonight in the MVP. Thanks to all of our viewers for having some fun with us, even for Markale Knotts. And congratulations to our winners of the Sal's Pizzas.
Markale not gonna get the MVP today.
It's probably the highest vote he's had for the season, just quietly.
It's game one.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Game one, he was. Don't know if we had the poll up just yet, but he was. He had a heck of a game against Otago. I think it was. I want to say 15 and 14, 17 and 14 in the first game of the season.
Sharks started the season with Markale Lotz, Josh Turner, the Gerald Vick, all gone.
Yes, they are. Two of those for very good reason. Markale Lotz had some family business to take care of.
Yep.
And I got to say, I really do respect the way he went around his business. His effort never dipped. His playing time would go up and down.
Yep.
But it's a tough situation to be for as an import. We're very concerned about your next contract, and the losing weights on you as well, and then you're not playing as much as you'd like. But you did not see a hint of attitude for him. Very professional.
Could have done with him tonight.
It looks like it.
92-59. This one is just about done and dusted. Earlier this evening in the Sky Broadband Rapid League.
That's going to be under 30 points in the second half for the Airs, by the way, if they don't get to 95.
Yeah, Sharks have been a lot better. Airs got the win against the Sharks in the Sky Broadband Rapid League, 40-35. Winners so far in round 12 at NBL. Airs defeated the Nuggets on Wednesday night by 13. And the Rams in an absolute thriller last evening, got home by 2, 97-95.
How about the Sharks faithful staying to the final whistle? The crowd has barely moved.
Quake Webster onto the floor now. There's a couple more for the captain, Zoe Burton.
There's slowing it. Oh, player timeout.
Come on, Zoe.
What are we doing?
So
just go score the basketball.
Come on. You're already there. You're just about to step across the halfway line.
I think we're going to go through the stats reasonably quickly tonight, Justin.
11.4. If you've stuck with us, congratulations.
Well done. Unfortunately, we do not have a prize for you.
Hopefully you've ordered some cells.
But as a hint, pay attention to the next round in the Southland NBL. We're bringing in fan appreciation round. Follow us on socials. There's going to be some fantastic
Is that coming up next week? Is it?
To give away, yes.
Looking forward to that. Corner ball. Nico Hill.
Leaves the ball behind.
Well, the player timeout. The chat worked.
It was a nice play. I don't know why I didn't take that first one.
What are some of the prizes up for the grabs for the fans next week? I like that fan appreciation. You know I love the fans.
We're going to have some New Balance gear.
Ooh.
We're going to have some team jerseys.
Nice.
We're going to have some Sal's vouchers.
Nice.
Some neon vouchers.
Yes.
Sky Sport Now.
Love it.
Our lovely sponsors have come to the party to appreciate our fans.
Love it. Fan appreciation round starting next week in the Sal's NBL. We love the fans, and the Airs have delivered for their fans tonight in a big, big way. Sharks, it must be said, better in the second half, but this one was blown open early. The Airs get home by 33. Good performance.
Well, the Sharks were able to stop the bleeding in the second half, but the patient was terminal. A big win for Taranaki. They did all their work in the first half. 65 points at halftime. Ended up winning by 33. Took care of business on the Southern double at a difficult time of year. The weather gets cold, the winds get a little less likely, but not for Taranaki today, who keep pace with the top of the table with 2 wins this week.
Chemist Warehouse stat sheet tonight. Let's race through it. There's our MVP. There's your MVP as voted by the viewers tonight. Sam Froling, what a game.
Took care of business. He came out with that aggressive mindset, was fantastic. 12 first quarter points. And that really set the tone for the Airs. Flynn Cameron, 12 in the first quarter as well. Carlin Davidson, 9 points, 11 rebounds for Cal McRae. The double-double machine continues it. Cooper Robb, 7 rebounds. Flynn Cameron as well on the glass. The assist game, Asbury, finding a few of those around the court. Carlton Davidson spoke a lot about the improvement of his passing game. McCarron Froling 4 assists apiece. Davison touching all the stats, 2 blocks there, 1 apiece for a quintet of players. Steals, 7 at halftime for the Airs. They slowed down that defensive pressure because the damage was already done. A dominant performance by the Airs in the Deep South, who now turn their attention to next week.
Here's what's coming up. Round 12 continues tomorrow in the Cells NBL. Rams and the Jets Saturday afternoon. The Rams 11 straight wins. Hawks and the Giants tomorrow night. That is a very important game. Those two teams battling for 6th position as we head towards the final 6. Can't wait for that one. And then Sunday, Tuatara at home to the Phi. Mulls and Casey have got that one. Sunday night, Miles Pearce joining me down in the capital as the Saints go up against the Bulls. That will be feisty. And of course, the final 6 is not too far away. As you heard from Casey a short time ago, fan appreciation round coming up next week in the Cells NBL as well. Stay tuned for that. Lots of great prizes and giveaways up and down the country. The kids are ready to step onto the floor and meet the Sharks, but it wasn't their night tonight, Case.
Unfortunately not. It's been a very tough year for them, and when the opposition jumps on you like that right off the bat, it can be difficult to hold your head high, but we saw a better effort in that second half. They're still got that nose to the grindstone, and I would venture to make a bet that the Sharks are going to be finishing on higher than 1 win to finish the season, but today was not the day to double up that total.
So that'll do us. Get the hard hats on. Certainly the Sharks had to bring their hard hats with them tonight. It was a tough one. 94-61 the final score. The Airs get it by 33. They march home from the Southern Swing with a couple of wins as they look to be a real force come the final 6. Hope you've enjoyed it. Friday night, 14th of June. Sharks and the Airs done and dusted. We'll see you tomorrow for more Cells NBL right here on Sky Sport.